wait a minute. No, it's not Guitar Hero Night. No, it's not. Absolutely not. It's Dragon Brew Night! Woo! Hi, everybody. I am your favorite rock star. Dragons are cats. And I am here tonight to host for you a wonderful game of Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition as we play our kind of homebrew, kind of not Dragon's Brew campaign, which we play this game 100% for charity this time, which we're playing for the Breast Cancer Research Foundation. Now, what do they do, you ask? Well, breast cancer is a complex disease, no simple solution, which is why their researchers are tackling it from every angle possible. They learn about areas of focus and why each area is critical to knowing how to fight cancer from the start. Progress is slow, and one day they could help try stop it from occurring altogether. How could you help, you ask? I don't know. Let me tell you how you could possibly help with the endeavor. Well, for the first thing, you're here watching. That is the best thing. That's the best thing you could be doing. And I thank you so much for that. Even just giving a retweet on Twitter or even a host is very well appreciated. How can you actually help? How can you help the Breast Cancer Research Foundation? I'll tell you. If you just scroll down in the descriptions, you'll see a banner that says donations. You can click here. That will help us reach our goal of raising for the Breast Cancer Research Foundation. Now, what if you can't donate? That's perfectly fine. No pressure, man. Sit back, relax, enjoy the show, ladies. Or gents, or all others in between. Now, if you do donate, say if you donate $1, your dollar could also help our players. How do we help them, you ask? Well, giving $1 could give a player a D10 healing dice. Maybe you donate $2. Yeah, phone's on silent. That's what happens. You get a message. If you donate $2, you get a Facebook text from one of us. No, you don't. You actually get the players could possibly receive advantage. What about $5? What does $5 get you? I'll tell you what $5 gets you. $5 will get you a natural 20 to be given to one of our players at your choice. Now, what about $25, you ask? What if you really want to spend? Well, if you're so kind, so grateful, you can give our players, one of our players, or if you donate how much you want, you can give our players a wondrous uncommon item from one of our random roll tables. Does that sound good? Excellent. Any way, shape, or form of watching, retweeting, hosting, or even donating, if you can, really appreciate it. Now, with us tonight are our players. First off the bat, we will go with Joy Gyasm. Welcome, buddy.
I'm still getting that. Sorry, I'm just like crying a bit of laughter.
Targeting the wig link.
That was too much. It's just like the way
How can you help?
it.
I don't know. Oh, shit, we killed him.
It was just the way you said it too was amazing. It's just like, fuck. Oh shit, yeah.
Truly, I don't.
I play a. Okay. Okay, I play a Tabaxi Rogue in this game. It's a fine game of Dragon Brew that Dragons and Cats has created for us. My goal is to kill all dragons at the moment. A dragon has killed 1.5 of my families. All that's left pretty much is my brother because I don't count my sister as family right now.
Yeah, she evil.
I just acquired myself a Griffon, and I feel absolutely amazing.
Yeah, wonderful. How about that's fantastic. Now, next up we got Boneweaver. Boneweaver, please tell us, who are you playing tonight? Boneweaver. Don't worry.
I prefer Luke.
Please. All right, Lucas. Luke.
Oh, nah.
Or Luke.
Luke playing Casimir, the Tiefling Wizard. Just trying to kill the cultists at the moment because they're kind of pricks, and they killed my mother. And they also are trying to capture all the tieflings, or like my subspecies of tieflings, and harvest their blood for their half dragon potions. So now we're trying to track down some of their camps and rescue them. Hopefully, bring them back to our community that we're trying to build. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Oh, and we got a bunch of treasure. That's cool too.
So much treasure, it's not funny. And next up we have
She's so evil.
she's so evil. Sorry. Next up we got BM Curfew, aka Brad. Who are you playing tonight there, buddy?
I am playing the human paladin Belvin. He's the adoptive brother of Sandstorm, and he's pretty much just with these guys trying to hunt down this cult, finish all of them off. We know there are some more that have helmets that represent the heads of Tiamat. So that's also a goal for us to hunt them down.
How do you feel about your sister?
How do you feel about your sister?
She is still my sister.
How do you feel about her personality?
Well, I mean,
How do you feel about
you guys killed a dragon, so I can understand it. So hopefully we can talk it out next time I see her. It's gonna be the hope.
That's a good alternative. That's just talk.
Yeah. Trying to be diplomatic here.
Exactly. Last.
I have like an intervention where we all sit down as like a sign. And it's like,
All right, Belvin, we gotta talk.
No, I meant all with the sister. Or trying to have an
I knew
intervention with
Rowan was
sister.
talking about Talus, but it's just like I can imagine you guys just sitting.
Yeah, Belvin
All
first.
right.
Okay, now we're done with you, Belvin. Okay, Talus, come in.
Come in now. Yep.
Intervention, just cross Brad's
We
name.
just have
out
a
and then put next
panel.
name.
4 of us behind a desk.
Okay, we've been rating you after the last 12 months, and we don't like it.
Oh yeah, I don't like your attitude. That's a great way to stay shape. All right. Last but not least, we have Probot, the Pros of Bods, aka Rob.
Without the best looking bod. That's Hans.
Thank you.
I'm an Asimir druid who very recently learned how to shapeshift into a bird or a giant eagle. And so I've just been kind of getting used to that and been flying around a lot, mastering my archery as well. And that's a day in the life of me. Very simple.
That's it. So, as we bring ourselves back into the world of the game, you have left the wonderful, wonderful hospitality. As I turn this music down just a little bit. There we
He's
go.
the best angel dad.
He is. Takes care of his boy.
Not really. He's been kind of neglecting lately, except for saving my life and all.
Look, yeah,
A few
fair.
times.
Funny that I'm actually an
A few
angel.
times.
Okay.
Hey, I
So,
bought you a book for Christmas.
You didn't buy shit.
May have stolen it. May not be Christmas
Went
yet.
down to the local library and snuck it in under your shirt. Or snuck it out under your shirt.
Have you read that
Alright.
book, by the way?
which
No.
Oh, you have?
Oh, would I have had time to read it?
I just want to know if it's an
Because
epic
I learned,
book or
I
not.
learned a few spells while we had the few days travel. Would I have time
Yeah.
to read the book as well?
didn't you calculate like how throughout the day? All right, which book are we talking about?
The one that was
Infernal
down the
one?
bottom in the poison pit.
The one with the giant skull.
Okay. Yeah, you could have read that as it's all infernal. Let me just find it for you.
There
I was
that
just
book.
wondering whether it was a good read or not.
And there was a few notes as well that were in the cultist's desk, I think.
8 out of 10, mate. Would read again.
Yeah.
It ain't no Twilight series.
Would you make it
Really
into
gripping
a
novel. Got a little bit weak in the middle, but it pulled through strong at the end.
Oh,
Oh, I'm glad to hear.
You're not the
Because I
author.
can't actually read, you should probably read it to me.
Yeah. So, like I said, you are able to, read that before going to bed. The book that Ikram found down there. It's called Beyond the Iron Gates. It's written entirely in Infernal. Describes various forms of devil summoning. And the letters, you find 2 letters. Out of the 4 letters, you find 2 scrolled up and basically written in the same kind. You can make it out as draconic text, but you can't understand it. Even though you know draconic, it's so old that
Like
you
ancient.
can't make it ancient. You can't make heads or tails of it. And you will find them in the story items, Wrath's letters. And you'll also find the other 2 letters in there as well.
In the handouts?
In the story items section.
Wrath's letters?
Yes.
So there was 4 of them.
Yeah.
Well, shit. That is difficult to read. Well, I
See
translate.
what Shuggy Pickle said to you?
I have not. Let me see.
Oh,
Oh, what a
You evil
good
shit.
lad.
yeah. But he's the best evil shit.
But yeah, it'll be something you'll need to click in and zoom in on
Yeah.
and read cursive.
I'll have to translate those at some point.
Yeah.
Because Belvin.
You want me to? Would you like me to read them one out,
Oh,
or if you guys want to?
if they're going to be like relevant fairly soon, then yeah.
You guys can figure it out at your own pace.
Okay. Can Belvin read the other letters, the ancient ones? Because he got his ability to read Draconic from the shield, right?
Yes.
Which was originally like an ancient dragon.
Yes.
So could he read the letters?
Well, you can go and ask him as you guys are traveling along this trail. Sandstorm's on his Griffon. The Griffin's walking, and so is the rest of you, unless noted otherwise.
Did we have time to do the thing, Kyle? Make the card.
What's the thing?
Make a cart. And then Belvin can make a horse. Then we have a horse and cart.
You guys can have the time because you still have about a 4-hour walk to get to town. Like before you get to
all the
town,
time you want.
there's a 4-hour time span before getting to town. Where yes,
Oh,
you
easy.
can. I'm gonna need some tree cuts, but
That's where I come in.
Yeah, who's the best at chopping trees out of us? Probably Belvin or Ikram.
I was gonna say,
Use my daggers.
Just chopping a tree with a sword.
Just lightning. It's like
What would it be?
cracks
Would it be
the light.
survival?
yeah, do a survival check.
really? I thought it'd be like an
Or an attack roll.
athletics check.
Divine
to be honest.
smartness.
No, mate, make it wisdom. Survival, so it's survival.
For the
So,
straight check.
already rolled survival.
For the druid, it's going to be survival. For anyone else, it'll be athletics or an attack roll. If
So
you're not
he just-
trained in athletics.
He just talks to it. He's just like, "You're gonna be good to us, aren't you?"
Yeah,
That's
and then
a
I
good
literally
tree.
just like
Thing is,
literally just
slit
like
its throat.
karate chop it and it just
Yeah.
cracks perfectly.
Give it a false sense of security and then. Yeah.
You push it down.
You gotta chip at it with the dagger.
No, attack roll.
Alright, so as you pull out vengeance,
Put axe in there. Oh shit! Am I using that?
as you pull out vengeance, you come and cut into one side quite deep because of the material of the dagger itself. But then the overlining scorch mark of the dagger as well, just from the electricity that stems off it, causes a bit of like, you know, wooden explosion from one side, like.
No, Robbie, there's a great axe of Drugeddon in your bag. Let me grab it and I will attack
It's
the
like, what? Shit, it's on fire now. Fuck, put it out.
There's a little bit of a flame trick from tree that has 2 slash marks in it.
Can
That's why we can't have nice things, Sandstorm.
Because there's a great axe of Drugeddon.
Yeah.
Oh,
Back
shit.
Oh, yeah, we
That's
do
dope.
actually.
So Belvin would like to grab that. Sandstorm.
Do I have that? I can't see it.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
all of the Drugeddon.
It's somewhere in there. I'll get some
Okay,
written
let's
down.
just say I have it.
We've got them all somewhere in our bags.
Here you go, brother, mate. Do your best. Go.
Alright.
All right. So make an athletics check or an attack roll. Of
No pressure, mate.
We're all
We're
watching
all
you.
watching.
Takes his shirt off as well.
I figured
Hmm.
Did you
it's
take your
gonna
shirt
be-
off?
It's gonna be hard work.
Questionable
I will
form.
do my two-handed greatsword. I'll do that.
Is this guy?
Ah!
Is this guy even a lumberjack?
Pulled
You
a
get the
muscle.
sword stuck into
No,
the tree itself.
it's the axe.
It's the
It's not-
axe.
I might
Oh,
not
it's,
actually
you
use
get
it.
the axe stuck
I'll
into the
just
tree
use
itself. And, it's, and make an athletics check to try and get it out as you just like.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh my god.
You get frustrated. You get frustrated, so you just like fuck it, and you just go to rip the axe, and you just think shings out, but then the tree just goes.
Like, well,
Oh mate, that's the secret technique. You get it stuck in there, and then you just like slice it through. You get it, pull it through the other side.
give the executioner a 3 out of 10.
He was going for a dramatic victory.
Fuck's
Yeah.
sake! What are the odds of that? 1
That's
then
like-
a 20.
Well,
Yeah,
Yeah, 1 in
average.
5%.
Jesus.
Um,
How many
Alright.
trees do we actually need for this?
see, 2. So you guys both cut. So Sandstorm and Belvin together cut down a tree at the exact same time.
400.
Ikram uproots one basically and falls it over.
I'll just look over at you guys and be like, "Oh, you needed an axe. It's cute."
He just looks over, he's like holding up a tree. Oh shit, I didn't put on my bear costume. It was all a ruse this whole time. It was never actually an elk, it's just a costume.
You guys drag the trees over. This whole process probably takes about 20 minutes to really get it all happening, finding like good size equal trees. Casimir then comes over after you guys cast the spell, and the wood just begins to warp and move like water as it kind of forms together. Even the leaves together form into this one big circle of reddish light that then takes form. As you can see, all the material of the wood, the bark, leftover dirt, and even a bit of leaves form up into the shape of a wagon, and then light just kind of from it, and you see this perfectly crafted, like wedged patterned, like it's all very fine fitting perfect little wagon with a little bit of a seat on the top for where the driver sits. That's covered in leaf cushion.
Nice little touch there, Ikram.
And then
No worries, mate.
I
Just
will,
look in the cup holders. You'll find some fresh bark.
I will summon my
Your
warhorse.
trusty steed.
Yes.
I'm a noble steed.
As a cartsmaid, you look around, and just from between the, even before you even whistle, as you go like take a breath in, you see this yellowish white stallion just in between a couple of trees that kind of just and just kind of trots out, just clup 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 clup. And at that point, the griffin just and like rears up and claws its way forward. The horse neighs up.
It's a bird of prey.
You see the griffin's tongue stick out of its mouth like this.
Like what, Carl? Just do that again for me in slow motion.
As if it's going, yum, a horse.
That'll do, donkey. That'll do.
Make an animal.
That's what I say.
Is that its
to the,
that's its name now?
to the you call the Griffin donkey. Shit.
How,
I actually
how
thought of
smart
it,
are
man.
griffins? Would it realize if you called it a demeaning name?
You still have a bit of you're not too sure what it is, but some form of meat, salted meat, you got from the kitchen back up on Skyreach Castle.
I took something.
Basically, throw it up in the air, and its eyes just go up, and it's just like, ah, and just eats that.
Does it look satisfied enough that it's not going to eat our transport?
It does. It's content for the moment.
For the next 5 minutes anyway.
That was just a random horse, wasn't it?
That was your horse.
That wasn't
What?
mine. Was it
Yes,
mine?
I think it was.
Yeah, the one that you summoned.
Whatever
Yeah.
you summoned.
No, Carl said before I even whistled to summon mine, wasn't it?
Well, I
What?
thought that was like
It's meant to be yours.
you were
Yeah, I
just
was
about
gonna-
to.
Yeah.
You found a steed.
Yeah.
That's your steed you found.
No, I summoned a steed.
Yeah, it's like a
It's just
magical
fine
steed.
steed.
Yeah, but it's
magical,
it's actually you summon it.
You summon-
An
like
ethereal
first line.
horse appears. Yeah.
Well, what
As-
horse
as-
are we talking about
As,
then? I thought
as the
you did that.
horse comes closer, you do see that it is ethereal.
Okay. Yeah, I've summoned it before. It's the
Yeah,
same
but
one.
the Griffin hasn't seen it
Yeah,
before.
what are you talking? We're talking about the Griffin wants to eat it.
Yeah, but the way Carl was like describing it was like a random horse before I even summoned mine.
I know it sounded like you summoned your horse.
Do you? You pressed summon on roll 20 before you
Yeah,
talked about it.
And then I was gonna say, as I whistle for the horse,
Um,
it just appears.
Uh,
And then it's just like before you even whistle, and it's like a horse appears there in the distance.
Oh, really?
Welp.
So is this a random horse? Like what happened?
That
well,
horse
okay,
then
sorry,
fucked off.
Griffin, go ahead.
Oh, that's Jono's horse.
That horse then fucks off as the griffin has threatened you. And you're just like, ah.
Okay.
Fucking horse problem.
Alright,
Then you whistle.
alright. There we go.
And the horse comes out of the ground ethereally. Just,
Okay.
you
Alright.
then
Confusion
tie
is
the
over.
rein. You then tie
Yes.
the reins to it. And you can communicate with it telepathically as you give it a mental hug of onward. And it pulls the cart as you load it up with this massive chest full of platinum and everything that you've taken basically from the place, which is full on backpacks full of treasure and gold. And you've got your basically like your pack items such as ropes and all that kind of stuff, and lanterns that's in your explorers packs, and like your kits, your tool kits, and all that stuff basically out and basically just hanging around now on the back of this cart.
Now we don't have to
Yeah.
walk. Yeah.
And Belvin will drive the cart too, because
Because it's horse.
he's proficient in like land vehicles as well. Anyway. So.
Oh, nice.
should I scout ahead, do you reckon?
I mean, if you want to.
Robbie could on his griffin.
True. That way I don't have to waste a wild shape.
Is my Griffin tired, or where is my Griffin going?
Your griffin's chilling. It's fine for the moment.
I could do some flying around
Bit of bonding.
ahead,
Little bonding
Yeah.
time.
get some air through our fur.
Yeah, you can absolutely
Righto.
do that. So
Totally won't be like suspicious if there's a griffin flying above.
Yeah, just don't fly around the town.
all right. So as you get
Shoot
up on
it down.
as you get up on your as you and your griffin take off, you see that once you reach the top of the trees in a canopy, you see off to your south and your north. Off to your north, you see a massive forest where the trees just seem to grow and grow and grow until it reaches this massive mountain that peaks towards the sky. Down towards the south, you see that there is a small little woods And then beyond that is a rolling grassland of moors and swamp. Well, not really swamps, but more wetlands than anything. You see hills down from there, and this is from miles and miles away. Directly to your directly to your west, you see snaking in between all these spots of woods, rolling hills, this thin line of a river that you can see, and that goes down this wide, wide but narrowed in valley. And beyond that, on the horizon, you can see the ocean as the land seems to descend down towards it. So the closer you get to the ocean, the lower in elevation you become.
Yeah.
You see probably about
Carl,
yeah.
how many wild shapes do I get now total? Do I get 3 or 2 still?
Let me check.
Sorry to interrupt.
That's okay.
I can check it for you if you want.
So it should be wild shapes.
You can use it twice.
Twice.
Still.
Okay.
It's twice still until we get like level 18, I think, or level 20.
Okay. Too easy.
That's fair.
Has anyone ever seen Robert Downey Jr.'s Twitter profile photo?
No.
It's one to behold.
Well, everyone, off we go to Twitter.
And his
Speaking of
bio.
Twitter,
You know who I am. What a legend.
Such a sassy fuck. Oh yeah, absolutely.
How good is that?
Everyone, go check out Robbie Downey Jr.'s profile photo. Holy crap!
I'd like to sort of pop out like just one of like, the top things.
he's Ikram in real life.
Yeah.
So you see also about about a mile away there's a clearing between the
What
woods.
the fuck?
I know, right? As the woods kind of begin to clear at this very tight pinch point, as the closest part of the forests from the north and south meet, as the river becomes very narrow and runs along it, as the water flows from east to west. This small little town, and it's got on top of a hill. At its peak, there is a castle set up. Not large, but a small keep. Just a little bit bigger than Riverguard, you expect. I think he's frozen.
Who?
No, he's there.
He's talking to you, Robbie.
Sorry? Ah, fuck.
You see a small, quaint little town with a hill, and on top of that hill is a castle, just a little bit bigger than Riverguard. At the closest point of the north and south forest meeting, as a river narrows between the village.
So I thought I was still in the transition of looking up for Rob. I was like, didn't realize that was over. I was going to ask a question as well, a mechanical question. If I'm touching an object, like, can like a being, like, say I do my teleport, throw my dagger and I teleport.
Yeah.
If I'm touching someone or something, does that object also come with me?
Well, not if it's a creature. If it's like something on your person, like all your gear would travel with you.
I wonder if I quickly chuck the Griffon into my bag and then like teleport and then let the bag out of the bag.
There's like
don't think.
There's a size and weight limit to the bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't weigh over like whatever the weight limit is.
500 pounds.
I don't know. I have no idea what it weighs actually.
Griffon would weigh possibly the size of a horse.
500 pounds is what, like
250 kilo-ish.
230, 240 kilos, yeah. So, yeah, just imagine a horse. Like, how much do you reckon a horse weighs?
I don't know either.
Probably between...
Never weighed one. Have you weighed a horse before?
Yeah, I have, actually.
Oh, really?
Nah.
You had horses, so you'd be the one most likely to be able to answer
Oh,
that
yeah.
question.
Pick one up and
They've-
went, oh yeah, it feels about 200.
fucking-
200.
Had horses tread on my feet. It fucking sucks.
How much does that feel? A
Oh,
lot?
yeah, it feels like about a shitload.
Hurts, man.
A metric shit ton.
Horses stepping on your feet fucking hurt.
When I was like a little
Bad,
kid
man.
as well, it's just like I didn't get my foot broken.
Mate, it was a light horse then.
Like a horse, like a full-grown horse is probably like close to a ton in weight.
No way.
They're fucking solid, man.
Ton? What kind of horse are you fucking riding, man?
Just like a normal
Horse. Wait.
Here we go. We're using Google.
Yeah,
From
I think
300
everyone's in there.
So it's
300
maximum 1 ton. That's like one of the biggest.
So
fucking
average
horse
is like
strike-
550 kilos.
Yeah.
So 12,
You
10
saw a
pounds.
ton. That'd be terrifying. A ton horse.
That's like those real big horses, like the carriage
They're
horses.
probably the. And also like the.
Yeah, those big motherfuckers with the hairy feet.
The hobbits. Oh, the big motherfuckers.
A dart horse. All right. So
What happens if Sandstorm jumps in the bag and then he jumps out? Is the cat out of the bag?
the
Terrible
bag,
bad
would be
joke.
on the bag would be on the ground.
Cat's out of the bag.
Yeah, can one self get out of the bag, or does some other
I think you can.
outside entity have
I
to
don't
get
think so. No, because it's like, all right, I want bag. I want this. Okay, here it is. Yay. So if you're in there,
Oh shit! So you could get trapped in that bag forever.
I think you can
Yeah.
break out though, can't you? Like if
yeah, you can stab the bag, but you risk going to the astral plane.
I thought you could like break out of it.
Who
Hey,
wants
what
to
do you
do an
mean?
astral plane campaign, guys?
That's where shit gets real weird.
It's like how it's like a sub campaign from this campaign, and then we finally get out of that and goes, "What are we doing? Oh, that's right, we have this other campaign. That's right." Then we all become different like characters and stuff because it's a whole different unit place.
I'm
know.
Casimir, but better.
Yeah, alternate reality. What are we doing again?
Yeah, we get so
Okay,
fucking
so
sidetracked.
you got all right, so back into the campaign we go as you guys are traveling along the road as you reach the small, quiet town of Lork. As you guys reach Lork, down in the bottom of the screen, you come past. What's that? You come past a small little tavern, and out the front, it's got a jail door, and the jail door is basically broken to the sides as these iron bars hang, bent out of position, and it says the Broken Jail.
It's a real creative name for a bar.
And as you stop, the nice, lovely, sunny day, Sandstorm, you are instantly get the feeling as you see on the balcony or out the front of this pub, there is a round table, and you see these three men in this iron breastplate with this red circle on their chest with a smudge of green paint over the red circle. And the three of them look to be playing cards. It's a nice warm day. The grass is very green as you follow this trail out of the southern portion of the forest and coming into the town proper. And you can smell the ale, and it's delicious. The rest of you see a signpost at the front, a notice board. The first building you come across is a tavern. You see to your right, leading up the path through some trees and up the hill, is a 3-story large keep.
Just as we enter the town, Kaz is gonna disguise himself, just as like an old human wizard.
Okay, nice. So like the grey beard,
Yeah.
wrinkled face. Pull your hand up. You utter a few words and make a gesture, and your hands go from the dark grey skin to splotted, like leathery tanned leper hands. Well, not leper, but
Jeez.
very old.
I said old wizard, not
Oh my
dying old
God.
wizard.
Not old, but you got liver spot. Grey arm hair. You just got grey beard. Your hair's like kind of puffed up
Man,
as well.
you're getting
Into a
fucking
ponytail.
ugly.
Oh my god.
you
It feels
kinda-
like to
and
be
you
a
kinda
human.
Just kind of just sitting next to your treasure chest in the back, and you're just like, ugh, just reading your scrolls. You could spend this time to read your stuff as well. Belvin's
Yeah.
in front of you as well.
I'll just be reading through like the.
Do you get all the effects of being an old person, like the arthritis and shit? Or
It's literally just you look like that. I feel like I was only 20.
Back when I
Yeah.
was a young boy. When I was a young warthog.
that's a classic.
Sorry. Very much so. Yeah, you see a notice board. Do you guys just continue into the town proper and bypass it?
What was on the notice board? Anything of note on the notice board?
You see 5 notices as you go past. From this you'd have to stop, get out of the cart, go to the side, unless Sandstorm had started curling around on the ground in the nice sun as he sees the green grass.
Have a bit of a nibble.
Mate, you're gonna be itchy later.
No, I'll be alright.
You jump off.
I'll have a shower.
As you jump off the Griffon, one of the drunk...
You hate water.
Mate, I do clean myself now and then.
As the Griffon, as you get off the Griffon, it kind of like a mix between a... Just calmly, and just lies down with you. The guards kind of turn to you. I just go, "That's an interesting pack animal there, cat. Yeah, that's a good one.
I'm an interesting cat as well.
Well, how about you come join us for Ivana's favor?"
Okay, mate, sounds good. And I'm going to tell the Griffin to go off and, have some fun.
Eat some cows.
The Griffin just looks at you, and goes, and then sneaks off into the
Stay out of
forest.
trouble, mate.
As before we get started on the gambling. All right, so on the signpost as you go over, old man, the first one you see, the largest one up top, is "Do not drink pond water." And you see that's a notice to the people stating that the pond has been poisoned due to fey beings, not beans,
Jack.
and poisonous vines now seep into it from the forest. If must, ask an iron circle to make a meeting with Sharax the Seer for water rations. If you cannot afford the 2 gold for water rations, day labor shall be penalized to you. The
Is
other
the
one,
ale poisoned? I just think Galen's sick.
Spirits are good for rehydrating.
Yeah. This is not poison.
the next one say someone to cut these damn vines. Posted by a mill master Ebb. As this notice asks for the vines seeping out of the forest into the pond to be cut and destroyed. It says to see Millmaster Ebb between working hours. In Elvish, can you read Elvish?
I can use comprehend languages.
Does that break your concentration?
Concentration.
Don't worry.
On what?
Don't worry.
Oh, disguise.
Thought,
No.
discuss, yeah.
Nope. None of these are concentration.
pull out a bit of soot and like sprinkle it over.
So if we're here for a few minutes, I can do it as a ritual.
It then says down the bottom, "These damned mercenary troops. This is why we need the Lord's alliance." And then underneath that it says, "Although a fine edge, my axes cannot break through these vines anymore, and the Iron Circle no longer does nothing for it."
So the Iron Circle's a bunch of mercenaries, right?
Yeah. You take a look at the guard and you see they're wearing these iron breastplate with these red circles on it. And you look at the top notice that "Don't drink the water," and it's posted by down the bottom. You see a similar red circle that says "Iron" from Iron Keep. You then see a notice down below. Let's see another notice. So here's the notice board. That says Fae being sighted on the borders of the northern forest. Unnatural roots and tendrils have grown from the forest into the mill's pool. Bounty has been placed of 1,500 gold to remove the root and Fae being and locate the source of corrupting roots. Iron Circle girls will not pay unless proof is provided. Any attempts to accept this bounty, see a Iron Circle vet, see an Iron Circle guard, and they will proceed from there. Signed, the Iron Circle Guard. You then see the last two notices. One is about Ord's Gambit, saying, "Try your luck, the hottest game from the coast to Eldril Guard. All bets are final, 20 gold buy-in. Meet at Noni's place after dark."
That isn't sus.
Let's do that, guy.
And the last and final notice is from a person called Grimbold, and it states a hunter that acts as a guide for traveling merchants and other travelers through the area. They will guide them on the quickest trail possible. 50 gold up front, 50 gold upon your arrival. Sandstorm. The cards are dealt.
All in on black.
Double or nothing.
Actually, no, they're playing Gambit of Ord. So,
don't know how to play. I don't know how to play that one. Never heard of it.
You do.
That's right, we got a Gambit game in hand out now.
There we go.
All right, so I need you.
Buy in 50 gold. Okay.
Which one was it? Gambit of Ord.
Gambit of Ord.
Okay.
Okay, so I need you to roll a D8, and they will roll as well.
How much are you actually betting?
How much they put?
You got to buy
gold
in
up
50
front.
gold.
50, okay.
Okay, so
These are some rich
D8.
cards. Holy shit.
keeping in the dice hidden.
I guess these guys
Obviously,
are
you're
mercenaries, so they don't have much to do with them.
Obviously, you guys are going to see my dice roll. That's fine, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fine. Because you're playing against Kyle, basically.
I'm gonna keep my screen on the what's it called, the journal section, because I need that.
Okay.
All right, so you've rolled a D8.
So how does people win this shit?
Okay,
Yeah.
so
You
You get the highest total, basically.
No, so it's either
No, you got to get between 7 and 12.
no,
That's a
it's
different
7
game.
or
Different game.
12.
That's
I was looking at the wrong one.
Gambit of Ord.
Gambit of Ord.
That's a different one. You're looking at Avengers Favor.
Yeah, it was.
These are your games, Kyle. Gambit of Ord. You try and get the highest total. You roll
Oh
a,
yeah, my
you roll a
mistake,
D8,
sorry.
then a D6, then a D4, and whoever has the highest total wins.
Exactly. Thank you.
Oh, so it's that simple. It's not like I thought it was deception.
So it's
You can do deception though,
You can deceive.
or you could reroll
Oh,
with a sleight of
fucking
hand.
look at that! Got a fucking 5 aces. Fuck yeah!
Basically, yeah.
Didn't know there was 12 aces in the deck. But I got him.
I got 52 aces.
Oh, how fucking lucky are you, mate? All right, so the first guy puts in. All right, so there's 200 gold in the pot.
Ooh.
But then
200
that means
gold.
I don't want you to see my bloody number then, because your
He's not.
version.
He's not.
I'm not looking at your number. I'm keeping my screen on the journal tab.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah,
Right.
sure.
Yeah. All right, so they all draw their cards. And they all draw their first cards from, and one of them smiles, just like the other one just goes, ugh. And the other guy's just like, all right, all right, all right.
A terrible
Oh, God.
poker by the sounds of it.
Oh, call, mate. Calling.
So you're going to raise the bet or keep it at 50?
I'm just keeping it 50, mate. Call. That's what call is. You just
Yeah,
you bet.
I was a big shot. All right, one guy goes, all right, I'm going to raise 10 gold. Another guy, one of the guys folds. Another guy meets the 60 gold.
One sec.
Melvin, what are you doing while this is happening?
Oh shit! Don't trip.
Probably sussing out town, see if we can just get like
Call.
basic
supplies
supplies
that we need,
or food or something. Because I don't think we don't really need to stay in this town for
Griffon,
anything.
so it doesn't eat.
The picture and the cat wearing the glasses and the hat.
So
Yeah, check out the rest of the town. People are going about their duty as you're going past it. I'll give you a rundown later on, but I'll get you to make an investigation check after this.
that's cool.
Okay, so what happens next? So the guy looks at you and says, "Oh, all right." So you're going to have to meet the bet of 60 gold or fold, as there was no raise.
Call.
All right, so yeah, you bring it, you put in another 60 gold. Roll for me a d6. It's your okay. So the one who was like, meh, he's gonna fold. It's now your this guy who's got the smug look on his face. He looks like he's got this black beard and like he's got a scar over his right eyebrow. He's gonna go another 50 gold. How about that, Cat?
How about 100, mate?
Call. All right, roll a d4.
This guy's confident as fuck.
So you put in 100. He puts in 100.
How's the sleight of hands and the deception work, by the way?
Can I roll? Yeah, fucking.
Right. So it's if you want to do a deception, if you want to use your deception or sleight of hand will allow you to pull in to actually do a re-roll of the dice that you're on currently.
What do you have to roll sleight of hand? Like, what do you have to beat though?
Versus perception
Oh, okay.
check from him.
Well, I even got a cat hat.
And a deception check can force them to hold. Oh,
Like,
Isn't it the highest number wins? Is that what you're going for?
yeah.
yeah.
Highest,
force him
highest
to fold.
total. Yeah.
You're doing well, Robbie.
I know, that's why I'm going all in.
Oh, deception.
So now that the final cards have been drawn, it's time to
Who knows?
reveal. Unless you want to use a sleight of hand check to like re-roll your last dice. What's your sleight of hand check? Please tell me.
27. Or is it?
Re-roll that d4 if you want, and you can use
Okay,
either. So re-roll that d4. You can use either result.
Okay.
Yeah.
Has to be the default.
Yeah.
All in,
All
right?
right. All right. So
What is all in this? What is all in?
Yeah,
Okay, so the
what's the upper limit?
pot started at 200. He went up by 60. Went up by
Went up by
Went up
10, I
by-
think, first.
yeah,
Went up 260, I think.
10. Then it went up by 200. Pot currently stands at 480 gold. Now
Shit.
let's see the cards.
Are we around watching him or not?
Yeah, Casimir's reading the notice board. You can be right.
Am I right next to Sandstorm?
You could be if you want.
Can I cast create an item and create you? Oh, actually, it wouldn't make any difference because it's a dice roll, isn't it?
Could I
If you make me
slyly
a
do an illusion on his dice?
That's a better idea, actually. Yeah.
Change the number?
yeah, make a sleight of hand check. He's going to make a perception check.
How far away is he?
You've got to beat an 18. He's probably more than just 5 feet away. The DC is 18.
Oh!
18!
Oh, it makes it. You've made it.
Yes!
So, one of the cut. All right,
I'll change his D6.
All right, you'll change his D6. So roll a D6 for me. There, Sandstorm.
Or can I change it because it's an illusion? Can I change it to a number? Let I choose.
Yeah.
I'll change it to a 5.
Okay, it's a 5. So your total is 13. So he rolled an 8.
5 and 2. So 14.
5 and 2. Whatever. 7,
It might be important, that one.
right, 7, 5, and 2 for 14. He rolled an 8 on his D8, a 2 on his D6, and a 2 on his D4 for 12. As the cards come out, and he looks around, and his friends are drinking and kind of talking across the table, so there's a bit of annoyance, and he's just like, looks at him, she's like, bah! Son of a bitch!
With no emotion, I just grab my gold and go, thank you.
GG.
This is like, yeah, whatever. And he's like, throws his bag up there that he had all his coinage in. He's like, yeah, whatever, mate.
And what do I get?
480 gold pieces.
And I walk up to Casimir and I give him 240.
Oh.
Just say give him half the gold.
How much did you put in first, though? You put in 50 plus 10 plus 100, I think.
Oh yeah, I'll give you half of the winnings.
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
Nice teamwork, mate.
480 gold. All right.
Well done,
Belvin.
Sandstorm.
No worries, mate.
Welcome.
Let me go back to my normal outfit. My poker outfit's done now.
Make me an investigation check as you're coming around the town.
I'll be always ready for next poker game.
Okay, so you see that at Area 4, there is a 2-story crystal-like tower that has all these signposts out the front in strange markings and different languages saying keep out, keep out, keep out, keep out. You see that there is a you also notice that this place where they're drinking out the front more or less looks like an old tavern turned into a guard's hut. So basically looks like they moved into this tavern, kicked out the owner, and basically made their way. Oh, hey, Wandering. Welcome, buddy. Hey, Richard. Hello.
Welcome.
Welcome. Yeah, they turned where you guys are at number 1, turned this place into a guard post for themselves. Basically took it all. You come to this intersection here. There's a trail leading south. There's a few farmsteads around the area. It's a very chilled out kind of vibe. You begin seeing more guards than you do actual people. You get up to the town square at Area 7, and you see this trading post. This trading post. At first glance, looks like a dwarf is running it out the front of the stall. But you can see it's just a short, fat human. And you see a lot of the items, basically everything in the way of adventuring gear, is heavily overpriced. You see up at area 8, just on the southern end of the mill pond, there is the one and only what looks to be temple within this area of Lork. And make me a religion check. At the front, it's called, by asking around, you find out that its name is the House of Tyranny, and it's a temple dedicated to a god called Bane. But you see that the temple has been like reworked in a way, though it still has all the motifs of this dark god. Although now it has these nice... it's got this nice little bits of vines, as well as there's vines and banners on it that look like suns. From those, you think it's now been altered into a shrine for the god Shanti and Tempest. Although you don't see no standing clergy around. Up the top, up here, you see the mill that's hard at work currently, churning water churns at the mill, at the water wheel at the side, as water rushes from the pond, northward. And you see that there are 3 elves and a human hard at work inside. As you go back down, you pass another signboard, another notice board, and at front of Area 9, this just this longhouse, but over the top of it, it says Noni's Place. And there is a thumbs up with, you see a hand with its thumb up holding a mug, like a tankard. At the back, you see a fenced off area that looks like it had like grows its own crops, and you see a chicken coop as well. You see that just by looking in, you can see that there is a small, not elderly, but well into age, female gnome that's running the joint.
Okay then.
So yeah. Belvin went off by himself, didn't he? Like, because we're all still at the card game.
Yeah, it doesn't take him long to get back, but as you guys finish up the card game, and or do whatever else you want. I'm going to say like Belvin's just at this Noni's Place by that end.
Well, odds are Belvin would be with the cart, since
Okay.
Is there a way we could legally play cards against each other and get rolls? But you gotta, how would we do that without seeing each other's?
Do you?
Every single one of us should have dice.
If we played with each
on
other,
us.
we'd definitely suspect Sandstorm of trying to re-roll stuff.
Yeah, he'd have to whisper that to me.
Yeah, it would be
But like,
pretty
we'd
complicated.
be
but
suspicious of him to start with.
That would be awesome. No.
We
And
can
then
totally
You
I'd,
wouldn't
try,
know.
I'd try and mix in some
I was going to
illusions so
say,
that'd be shady.
Casimir
Yeah,
would
I
be a
know,
bit of a
everyone's
fuckwit too.
Everyone would be trying
Everyone's
to cheat.
using their powers,
Yeah.
and Belvin's like, "No, I'm noble." I will not do this.
And he
Yeah,
loses, he just
I
cuts the
just-
table in half.
You,
I just
Belvin,
flipped
Belvin, when you looked at the mill as well, you saw that there were these 3 massive vines, all these tangled, massive brambles and vines sticking out from the forest, descending into the pond.
Cool.
And from where they were, there was like this sickly purple water that then cascaded out to blues and greens.
Like, it would be a thing that we would do. Shouldn't we?
Yeah, I'm thinking we should do
Help
something about
them.
the water.
Because like water's like a necessity, and like I feel like even though it take our time, it's something we would do. And then we can advertise our keep to them afterwards.
Yeah.
You know, we could like it's pretty bad that their main water source is fucked.
It's just
Can we see it
purple
from where we
Gatorade.
are?
I'm gonna say after the card game, it doesn't take too long for you guys to see Belvin halfway up the street, and you're just like, all right, well, good game. See you later. Au revoir.
GG no re.
And so
Well,
the market,
if everybody does voice their concerns about that, we could go
Casimir
into
doesn't give a
the
fuck.
tavern just here. Is it? It's a tavern. What?
which
The
That's
is
what it
longhouse, this one.
9. Yeah.
number 9.
I really feel that this is Ikram's time to shine. Like I have a feeling.
Well, just the vines concern me and the fresh water and stuff because it's all nature.
But can't you control this shit? Like, can't you?
That's
Just
what
go
I'm
up to it
wondering.
and
That's what I'm
go,
wondering whether it'll be a quick fix
back
or not. Like if
off.
I go up and have a look at it,
Yeah.
Well, we can
back
ask
off,
questions.
just go up to it, go away.
And it's like, oh, okay.
We could
Stop
get
it,
information.
vines.
We can get information about it from the people in the tavern. It's the best place to get information.
Yeah.
So
Always the taverns.
We can get info
If,
on Lilian.
can we? Is there a space? Is there a spot where we can park the cart and stuff?
Yeah, you pull it just around to the side, just in between the longhouse and this little side hut here. Just on the map.
Yeah.
You just want to do that while I'll go and suss the water out
Just have a
if I
sip.
can.
Well, I mean, I'm asking the people
No, I mean,
inside
you
about
can-
the water.
That's what I mean. Like if you find out information about the water, and I'll
Yeah.
actually go and have a look at it while you're doing that.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's cool.
Kaz will stay with the cart.
I was gonna say, Casimir, you stay with the cart.
Because I don't care about these people.
When asked, Casimir's just like, I don't need to help these fuckwits, or something like
He wants
that.
to find the tieflings. His kin.
All right, so
and at least Belvin knows that Casimir can't just like make the cart keep going on him. It's his horse anyway, so
So long, shitlords. How do you turn this thing on?
horse disappears to the ground.
Where's the
Just
start button on
sinks.
this thing?
All right, so we'll go over to Belvin going into the longhouse first. There's 2-story, kind of rustic, wooden, thatch and wooden house with some fleet stone. Going in, it's one long bar up on the opposite end of the door. Looks like there's room for a band to play down by the end of the bar, and a staircase next to that ascends up into what you can only guess rooms are upstairs. There's a couple of long tables spread out from the door, from the wall of the entrance, and you see this gnome, this short, ruddy-cheeked woman, as she's running this small keep, and she's wearing this kind of tabard of her god and this holy symbol around her neck, as you can only guess is a worshipper of the god Torm, the same as your uncle.
huh. There you go.
And she's running around just a bit, going, "All right, now, Garrett, you go over there, make sure you got drinks for table 3, okay? And for God's sake, could you stop drinking on the job?" Oh, well met, good sir. How are you? As she looks up from your shin.
From his shin.
Yeah, she's a
Oh,
gnome.
right.
This gnome, yeah.
That's like, how tall are you, bro? That's still very short. Like a foot.
6'5", 6'6".
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
He's a big boy. She's like a short
just over a,
gnome.
She'd
just
be like
over a foot.
2-3 foot or something.
Yeah, 2-3 foot.
Belvin's just got really long legs and a short
Yeah,
torso.
I'm pretty sure.
All right, she's up to you.
Yeah.
She's at
Legs
your
just here.
mid.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Look at my shin going. Oh, don't know about that one.
Up to the knee, sort of. It's like the hobbit's like here and a dwarf is here.
Is she short
Yeah.
for a gnome?
Yeah, she's old. She's like mid. She's like.
But I thought
She got
gnomes,
leprosy.
moving on.
Anyway, Belvin,
Math.
good day. I've got a few questions, if you don't mind answering, about your vine problem.
Oh yes. Oh, not a problem. Just call me Auntie Noni. No worries about that. It's business. You say. No worries. Come and sit. And she gestures over to the nearest table, and she go and sit over, and she yells out, Jared, 2 ales and breads and cheese. Thank you. Vines.
Damn it, I'm missing the cheese.
She goes, yeah, it's been happening a lot recently. It's been coming out of the forest, unfortunately, and the Iron Circle basically no longer wants to deal with it. They've been handling it for the last couple of months, and it just seems to persist. They sent one team out in the forest, never came back, and Sarax the Seer just foresaw that more men will die if they go out and really make trouble for the Fae. Sarax the Seer wasn't all for it, and so the Lord Nazrin wasn't too happy to go against her words, so no more guards go out into the forest. Nothing else is done about the vines, and they just ration water from the water they make inside the keep now, apparently, which Sarax provides.
And how long did you say this started?
About 2 months ago, really.
Find out what they were doing to try and reduce it.
So what steps have has there been any other steps taken to get rid of these vines apart from
other than the most elite fighters of the Iron Circle coming down with their cold iron weapons and cutting it down, cutting down the vines? It seems like, just what I've heard from Ebb, that normal axes, unless perchance magical, does nothing against them. They just seem to grow and intoxicate the waters, and even touching them can be deadly.
And do we know how far back they run?
Very deep within the forest. They've only ever managed to cut them off probably a couple of yards within the forest. At that point, mugs of ale appear in front of you, and a platter of sliced bread and cheese. Looks like rye, and it's brie, rye and brie.
Not bad.
Well, me and a couple of my companions are actually quite worried about your predicament, so we might actually have a bit of a look into this and see if we can offer our assistance.
We have the best weed expert in town. Not in town, sorry. In the whole area.
In the world.
Sandstorm's just standing by the door as he says that. Goes, oh, it's Baxi. Don't see many of those around.
Don't see many of your folk around here either.
Well,
Probably because we haven't been here before.
She points to another.
Don't take Carl into your kind around here.
She points to a table where you can see 2 other gnomes, an elderly male gnome and a younger male gnome. And he goes, well, my uncle and my brother are just sitting over there, Brony and Tony.
Where do you get your names from, mate? You just go down the list of the dictionary, mate.
Well, no, that's our gnomish name. So
What's your name? Sorry, I missed it.
It's our gnoming system.
You can call me Auntie Noni.
Noni,
Praise Tom.
Brony, and Tony.
Yes.
Love
Mate.
Uh,
We have a rotten egg in our family too. We call him Phony.
thought it'd just be like a normal name.
Yeah.
Roger.
Jeff.
We call him Bob.
Name's Jeff.
The child was doomed from the start.
Let's do this, guys. Do we want to go to get our number one weed master on the job? I reckon.
All right.
He's already started, mate.
He's just baked over by the lake.
So you guys say that you're going to.
It's pretty good to smoke, guys. I know that.
This isn't poisonous at all.
Like, I'll be taking all this.
You say to Noni you're going to take care of this problem, do you not?
Yeah.
I said,
What
I
are
said
they
we would.
offering?
Yeah. Oh, just
What's the reward?
No.
I thought there was a
I-
notice saying that they were
I
offering.
just- Belvin would
Gold,
just say
wasn't it?
that he's going to offer assistance. He's going to.
I thought they were offering gold on the notice board.
I didn't ask for the reward.
Okay.
no, we don't need reward.
Thanks for the
If we're
donation.
doing this,
We don't want like for reputation. Reputation, I reckon. Like whatever we are, what do we? Have we worked out what we call ourselves?
Casimir
No,
and
you
Co.
have not.
We'll just say. Let's just say we have a name. Okay, it's pending, but
Insult placeholder. Placeholder.
we want to make sure when we're all done, at least they know who we are. That's all we want.
We could also do some recruiting too, like.
That's what I mean. Promotion and sort of
Auntie
say.
Nomi could be like the head. Or she could control like the chefs and also the cleaners and also this
the
and shit.
manager. You can be
Yeah.
the fucking manager.
we can
Yeah.
we can be named after your keep, like your like the
Riverguard.
adventurers of Riverguard. Like, you know,
The
that way they know where we-
Riverguardians.
Yeah. It's all connected. Like that's
I actually like the River Guardians.
Not bad.
It's good branding because
except for
keeping
Casimir, he's not
ourselves-
much of a guardian.
Riverguardians and Casimir.
Yeah.
Had a donation by BM Curfew. Thank you very much. There.
Oh,
As
thanks.
everyone receives advantage and a couple of healing dice for Belvin.
He probably needs them the most.
Oh, I reckon it's favoritism towards Velvet.
Yeah, that BM
Depending.
Curfew's a good guy.
Depending.
Mate, Belvin's just a popular guy, you know?
So what's that name again? River Guardian. It's just like at the end of it, we're just like, oh, is anything we can help? It's like, no, just remember, the River Guardians were here, and we walk away every time. That's what we just should do. Our branding. We're gonna leave our branding everywhere we go, guys.
We're just a group of plumbers. We come and fix all the water problems.
Or you invent a really good sewer system instead of just throwing out the chamber pot from the top floor.
Oh, different kind of river.
Okay, so the scene changes over to Ikram, who is on the town end of the pond and looks at the water. From this end, it looks all right. You don't see
Like
any
the color of the water, you mean?
Yeah, the color of the water at this end looks all right, but looks can be deceiving as you see in the ground. But a little bit off, you see a fish floating on its side.
Hmm.
Gonna help him out,
No
mate.
good.
Fix him up.
Is okay? So
Do your
can
stuff,
if I look
Ikram.
out further, is the water slowly changing color as it gets over to the vines, or
Yes, so in this area, I'll just draw it for you.
Draw some lines.
yeah?
Yeah, so in that area where if I can grab it. So where this purple circle is, you see that the water has a very clear tinge of purple.
Yep.
It gets deeper and deeper purple.
Is it
the
like pretty dark purple, or like almost grape juice sort of thing, or
grape juice? Yes, at the very like
Some
where
Ribena.
the vine, Ribena, where
Let's just have a drink,
Hey,
mate.
how's it taste?
veins. where the veins are going in, you see it's hell Ribena.
Okay. I'm going to change into my bird form, and I'm just going to fly along the pond, just straight over it, sort of see if I can suss anything out, and then keep flying over to the forest and just see how big these vines are.
You lose sight of the vines within the forest, probably about maybe 120 feet in from the pond's bank on the forest side.
As in the forest gets too dense, or they go into the ground?
Gets way too dense.
Yep.
But you see these vines are sticking like kind of.
Am I able to jump on? As he comes to that, I just want to claw. I want to send my claw out and jump on him, back him up. If you allow that.
You're in the pub when he goes over.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
This is happening at the same time. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I don't know if I should just dive into the bush and just have a look, whether I should.
Because it wasn't the pub.
It's suicide.
Good luck, mate.
You can do what you want.
It's your time to shine.
I'm tempted. I'm gonna land on the water edge and sort of analyze the vines. So whether I know what they are, or
make a nature check then, please.
I don't know shit.
They look like vines, shrubs, roots, all congested together in this twisted mess that's kind of leaking this sort of sappy ooze.
Are they affecting the trees and that around them as well, or just the water?
Yeah, you see like there's this like viscous surface to each of the trees that the vines are passing in and around, and most of the flowers and grass that's in the forest is kind of like drooping as well.
Yep. I'm going to cast Conjure Animals. I'm going to send. So, with a challenge rating, if I create like a raven or something, how much of a challenge rating do they have?
Currently,
I think
raven,
they're 0.
That's 0.
I think.
Yeah, right. Okay.
I think wolves are like a quarter or a half.
Yep. Oh no, that's fine. So I'm going to create 2 ravens. One I'm going to send into the forest and see if we can suss out the area. The other one I'm going to cast create item and write a message to the other guys to say that I'm going into the forest.
Okay. All
Can you
right.
make
So
more
and send that raven over to Casimir.
Can you make more than
you can
2?
make yeah, I'm going to say you can make 10 ravens.
Nice.
All right. I might send them in like a sort of a scattered formation out towards the forest, like see how the vines kind of
Spread
fork out.
Yeah.
I might see if there's multiple sources, so kind of fan them out.
Excellent. So, what happens is, fluttering down onto Sandstorm's shoulder is a little raven that then drops a rolled up piece of parchment from its mouth and then squawks. Ah! And it kind of drops onto the ground. You send 9 ravens off in a scatter in different directions, and what are you going to do? You're going to just head into the forest?
Yeah, I'm going to slowly head into the forest. Like, so I'm not going super deep straight up because I still want those ravens to be able to find me.
Okay.
But I'm going to go follow that center vine.
All right, make me a survival check. Boom. Okay, so even though the vines are twisting out in different directions, you think at most they're kind of coming from one source, more than likely, as your ravens begin to come back and find you. Most of them on the outskirts, more to the east and more to the west of you, report back that the vines pretty much stop after about a couple of kilometers and then begin to wrap back towards the north. They don't. So they go like
Towards
they-
the north.
yeah.
So
So
they
go,
loop back around.
Yeah.
So they go
You're right. All right. I'm gonna start heading north then.
Okay, make me a perception check.
Boom.
Boom. You come to an elven arch. Hold on. Bear with me for 1 second. Let me know if that's a bit too loud, which it is.
That doesn't sound too
That's not
loud to
too bad.
me.
Okay.
Oh, now it's loud.
Now, yeah.
That's okay.
Sorry. Thought I had this, but I didn't.
Do you want us to go to our break even?
Okay. So very sorry. So you come to this elven arch. As you come to it, you see as the forest pretty much bends around this arch, creating a clearance as it's on top of a grassy knoll. This old stone archway of obvious elven design stands before you in this clearing. The canopy of the trees still cover this area as dim light peeks through with rays of sun through the trees onto the arch. You see that there are 4 giant boars kind of around the area, away from the trees. You see that there is no vines pass through this area, and all the grass looks normal, looks well grown, very catered to. But beyond the tree line that you exit, the grass, the shrubs, the vines, the tree roots are all have started to decay, except in this area. The 4 boars, you see one of them's licking moss off the side of the arch, and another 2 are sticking by another rock, basically just munching on fresh grass, while another one sleeps on the side of the hill.
Interesting. They're all just normal? Like nothing's... Is a boar normal?
The balls are the size of horses. They're like dire balls.
Holy fuck.
Horses.
Is that normal, would I assume, for this area?
Of trees this size and of a forest that when Sandstorm told you about, like the trees just got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. You've heard stories about the high forests where the trees begin to reach the sky, with the Star Mountain that that is like the throat of the world in Skyrim in a way.
Yep.
And you suspect the deeper you go into the forest, the larger creatures and deadlier creatures could become.
Okay. How far in have I travelled?
Probably about 2 kilometers.
Okay.
2, 3, no, probably more than that. Let me just check. But yeah, what would you like to do at this point?
I'm going to...
You can become a boar now.
True.
Now you've seen the balls, you can.
I'm going to use Druidcraft, and I'm going to create a cloud above me that's snowing, just as kind of like a beacon so the other guys know where I am. I kind of feel like they would be able to figure that one out.
As you... All right, so you're probably about 10...
Oh, so you're above the tree line, are you?
No, as in I can cast it above the tree line.
Okay.
Unless the trees are taller than 30 foot. Then I'll just climb a tree and cast it, if that's easier.
Okay. So yeah, you can climb a tree from this point.
Me?
No, I'm a person now.
Person form. So yeah, you climb up,
Casimir
you climb a
now.
tree, spend some time climbing up the tree, and then you cast it. You send, as this air begins to condense around you into a small little cloud that then puffs up through the air and then darkens and darkens. It gets to about I'm going to say it gets to about 5 feet.
Yeah, something that's kind of like
5
stands
foot,
out.
yeah.
That's not gonna. People are gonna be like, oh, okay, it's just a cloud. Whereas they
It's-
should be like,
it's
it's
a
snowing
It's
in this
snowing
tiny
in
ass spot.
Summer.
It's a dark cloud that's kind of like snowing down. That you can very well spot over, like if you look up over the canopy.
Yep.
Do
And
we?
The balls.
yeah,
The
do
balls
they
are
spot it? Actually, can I see along the tree line? Can I see if I can spot them? I don't know how long,
Spot
like
the town.
whether they be in.
The town
spot
is
the town and
probably
stuff.
the town is probably about 4 kilometers away actually. So you see just a big gap between trees, which you think the town runs along.
I don't know if I should just start casting more items and shit.
Make a. All right. So with your perception check as well, you see that that on the arch is elven writing, but you also see druidic writing.
I understand Elvish as well.
Oh, there you go.
Don't ask me how, but I do.
I'm an elven weed dealer.
Welcome to the stream, everybody. Welcome. So yeah, you see there's elven runes and symbols on it. As you come down and you see that the boars are kind of like a little standoffish, but as you don't seem threatening and one with nature, really, they kind of they mind you being there, but not enough to actually do something about it.
Yep.
You with your perception check, you can see that the elven and druidic both relay the same message. Between the Fey crossings you go, your eyes will reach, and forever you will know.
Say that one again, sorry.
Don't make me repeat it. I've forgotten it instantly. Right. Between the Fey crossing you go, and for a time you shall know.
Okay, that just seems fine. I'm just going to keep going.
Do you pass through the arch or just head around it?
You normally would just
I'm going to
go
pass through it. Yeah, I'm just going to go through it. It seems weird for me to go around it.
It seems like, oh yeah, because you said that I go around it. Huh?
Yeah.
All right. So as you pass through it, from the grassy ground where the stone pylons come up, you see that vines just grow and twist around the pylons up around the arch completely.
What kind of vines?
You see
Purple
nice
ones or normal ones?
No, nice flowery ones.
Okay.
Of very nice and peaceful design. You also gain advantage on perception checks for the next 24 hours.
Nice.
Nice.
As you look around, now that the world is open to you, you look up and through the trees for about a kilometer, probably about a kilometer through the trees, you can see what looks to be between all the brown and green and some of the decay. You can see this standing up, basically looking towards you from that distance, this purple and black leaved with a little bit of green creature as it stares at you. Hair of leaf and grass, chest of grass as well, but where the rest of it is kind of like a purplish bark. And the creature raises a hand out towards you and then disappears behind a tree and is gone.
Sounds like a sus motherfucker.
Does he know what it is? Being a
It was
druid?
too far away. It was a kilometer away, though.
Oh, fuck.
You just saw the silhouette of this purplish
Kilometre,
brown
Jesus Christ.
creature.
I just had a perfect line of sight through all the trees.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
1
Like, I'm just a
kilometre.
god.
It was just just for the arch. It was the perfect line of sight.
I'm just gonna keep going
Okay, the rest
towards
of you.
that. If you want to jump back to those guys.
And Ikram was never seen again.
The rest of you receive. The rest of you receive the wonderful little note from Ikram's bird.
See
At this point, Ikram is already off into the forest.
I really feel like we should go now and help him.
I don't know how we're going to follow him in there with a cart full of treasure.
Oh no! We'll,
Oh, I didn't even think about that. My bad.
we let someone. I feel like,
Naomi seems heaps trusty.
yeah, I reckon we trust Naomi because we're like helping
Someone
out.
we don't even
This could
know.
be her chance to prove herself.
All right.
Yeah.
Somebody
If she
stays
proves
with the
herself, she can become the manager. Yeah, this is a
Yeah.
test.
All
A
right.
test.
If you gain our trust, we'll be your friends. Or you can steal our cart with fucking shitloads of treasure.
And
Oh,
we'll
we
fucking
can
slit your throat.
Kill you. I'm pretty sure they live here. They're not going to run away.
Just
Where
come
they
and
going
burn
to go?
down the town.
I don't know. This is like a life-changing amount of money.
Take your life.
If I don't know, I personally think one of us would have to stay with the cop. 100%. One of us would have to.
Well, it's you then, Velvet.
Belvin will do it.
I mean, we got a Griffon, but we don't know what
That
it's
just-
going to do.
No, the Griffin's going to get me over there.
That's what I mean. Like, you guys can go because, like, you know, Casimir can fly, and
But
Sansom
Casimir
has
doesn't
a-
give a shit about this town.
well,
You
you
don't
can
care
always
about
stay with
anything
the
except-
cop.
Well, what about
You care
your
about
dad?
Ikram. You care about Ikram, so that's what helps.
He's done. He goes all right.
Does he?
Not really.
He means
I'll
well.
bury
That's
I'll
what you
bury
meant.
it into
He
my
tries
bag.
his best sometimes.
So as you accept it from her, she Noni's going to say to you, "Oh, no problem. Consider a drink on the house, and if you need rooms, I can definitely provide. We have a stable around the back as well for your needs as well, if that helps." The circle's
have a
pretty
lock-up
good
garage?
with horse thieves, and there's not much crime within the area as well because of the circle.
Yes. Well, we have all of our gear at the moment in our cart. What's the security like in the stable?
Oh well, I can get it. I can go across to the trading hall and get a lock. Might fall under add up to the cost of the room. But if you have a lock yourselves, you can lock it up.
It's an open top cart.
No, but the stable is what would be
Oh,
locked.
okay. Lock up garage.
Is what I'm guessing. That's
Yeah.
what I'm guessing. That would be. Yeah.
So it's fully enclosed, is it?
Yeah, yes, it's a like it can hold about
Is
4
it
horses.
insulated? How many windows? How many rooms?
How strong's the walls?
About 2 windows, but they're on the upper floors, up on the
Oh,
haykeep up the top.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure Sandstorm has a nice padlock.
Oh fuck! That was one of the best locks you can get.
Adamantium one.
No,
No,
the glass
ice-
one.
Glass one.
The glass
The
one.
magic
Yes.
one.
It's glass.
No, it's
Yeah,
magic. Remember,
magic.
we couldn't break it.
I thought,
It's
it
a
was,
magic
I thought
one.
it was about to break. Last
Yeah, which we
time.
saved it. No, it was about to break because
It was about
Because
to-
we failed to pick it, and it was about to
no,
shatter.
because I was gonna say somebody tried to pick it. I think that's what it was.
No, it was about to let loose a spell.
Yeah, it wasn't. No,
Yes.
no, it was gonna
Glass,
break.
that's
It's
spell.
actually a very strong magical item, but it looks like glass. We have like a really powerful lock.
Oh,
but
that's
yes,
It was
well-
actually super powerful, unbreakable lock with heaps of spells on it that can't be broken.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
it.
that lock. Yeah, I remember that one now.
it's like completely opposite. To
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
I
I'm cool
mean,
with that.
I'm
so-
gonna say that we would like to pretty much hire out the whole stable then for our car.
Oh,
yeah, it's
The
like
entire
oh,
stable.
we took the whole stuff.
Well, that way
Um,
no one else can kind of get in.
I mean that might drive up the price a little bit if you don't mind paying.
It's fine.
How much?
Okay. I think for the night and for however long you want, I'm going to say for the night, meals included, about 30 gold.
30 gold. Are you kidding me, mate?
Are you kidding, mate? How about 29?
For
30
Make
gold.
a
For the-
persuasion check.
that, I'm just gonna shush them and just be like, for the favor you will do
Hey, hungry?
for us, 30 gold is plenty.
Yeah, it's
enough.
fine. I'll just fit a ticket.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm just gonna be like, don't listen to me.
29.
Give you 25.
29.9.
25.
So, the
And a
cart is
five.
locked up
Yeah,
completely.
Belvin will take care of it.
And
These
I'll
guys
use the
can just
magic.
fuck off.
Swear to his
Belvin-
car.
I hand Belvin the magical lock. So anyone with a key can use this lock correctly?
Only if you have the key.
It's only
Okay,
one
Belvin.
key.
Take it. It has locked one door that I know of.
You see that? You see as you're here, there is one open flap above the double door of this stable, and as you click the lock close, you see that the open shutter just all around the stable.
Oh, cool. Locks the whole building.
Can
Oh my god, that lock. Okay, now we know that. That is amazing.
It's
And
not just a
Belvin will
lock.
keep that. Belvin
It's
will
a
keep that key
fortress.
It's a
in a
lock.
safe spot.
Lobster.
down, 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 down,
Yeah.
down, 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 down.
All right, and then as Belvin's walking away from the stable, it's locked up. Key in a safe spot. Gonna walk to the other guys. Like, all right, let's go follow Ikram now.
Now you
We
Hopefully-
don't know where he went
hopefully-
either.
Hopefully, he hasn't gotten himself into too much trouble.
All right, so you guys make your way across. Make a survival check to try follow his tracks,
Who's
or you
Can,
can
I'm
use
sure
magic.
that-
do this? Can we do that collectively?
Yes, together as a group.
Could I?
It's an
Hmm.
advantage.
Has Ikram still got his ravens about? Could they guide us?
There's the one raven that's stuck with you.
Would that have some sort of connection to him? Like, could it lead us to him?
That's a good point.
Who has the better survival?
I got one.
Uh,
We are not good at surviving.
survival.
All right, so the raven's friendly to you guys, but
Oh, yeah, two.
it only
Okay, some sort.
obeys verbal commands issued.
Can we use it like a phone? Just like hold the bird up. Hello, Ikram.
No. So it only obeys the commands. Hey, thank you, Tamara. Thank you for the follow. It only obeys commands given by Ikram, but is friendly to you guys and will chill. And no one here speaks bird.
I have comprehend languages.
So you can understand what it says.
Can't you?
I should be able to
Can't-
speak it then,
No, that's what tongues is for.
isn't it? You understand?
Yeah, you can only understand it.
Right,
you wouldn't
you
be able to say it.
understand? Yeah, okay.
Don't you have your own familiar that is a raven or a bird?
I think at the moment it's a spider, but I can change it.
You
So I
change
gotta
it,
recast it. I think.
whatever. Anyway,
Which we,
I rolled a
we
20
can-
on survival. Is that good enough?
That is good. You do pick up the tracks.
Wait, we saw the snowstorm.
Did we?
That was like 4K.
I'm flying around, aren't I? Can I
Oh,
still see
yeah.
it?
All right, so the
Right.
Griffon comes out and you can fly.
Can you
and
hold
fly
all of us?
around.
No, I
No,
don't think
Griffon
so.
the Griffon can only take one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, oh, you gotta leave us
And
hanging or something.
Casimir can fly up,
Yeah, I
and
can
then
fly by
Belvin
Yeah, I'll
can.
just be like, yeah, I'll just be on the ground, guys.
he's
Just
like-
got a rope
yeah, he's a-
attached to the griffin. Yeah, swinging underneath it.
He's a flare, mate. I don't have to use it.
Oh shit.
The rest of you find your way to making your way through the forest, towards the Elven Arch of all places.
Great work, guys.
We did it. We
Good
made it.
Yay!
The
Ah.
boars, since Casimir's flying up top and the Griffin is fluttering up top, and then this warrior in steel comes through brandishing his sword. The boars are very standoffish. Look very
jeez.
hostile. Look like
I
they're
didn't think
protecting
I
their
didn't think I had
territory.
my weapon drawn.
You look less trustworthy than Ikram. Just let that sink in.
Well, if you did, or if you didn't, they're still.
I was gonna say I don't think I would have, but yeah, I know either way. I'm like freaking rustling around in armor. It's fair enough.
Hey, Seth Easy. Hey, man.
So, like, what do we do? Am I in the Griffin? In the Griffin.
In the
am
Griffin.
Am I on top of the Griffin, or am I down with you guys again?
That's your choice.
I want to be in the trees.
We're,
Okay,
like, we're on
so-
foot now at this point, I think.
So I'll be like using the trees as like a skyscraper, as Spider-Man would.
What
Alright,
what I know is that Belvin is on the ground. He has no other.
yeah, yeah, no.
So-
Wait, I could give you Griffin for if you want to borrow the Griffin.
It's like, if you really
That's
want,
right.
I'll lend you
I'll
my
just
ride.
summon Steed, and I'll just let my horse.
Oh yeah, you could just brought your horse.
Yeah, you got a horse, man.
I mean, I can just summon him.
the magic horse.
Well, like
Yeah.
you know,
Look
you
at
don't,
your
you don't need to
horse.
resummon him.
I don't need to resummon him, but I can just form where I am.
Does that ever get tired?
I think it's just like you treat it as a normal horse. I think.
It's treated as a normal horse.
Oh, so it does get tired spiritually and it just disappears.
But
when
if
it gets
if
too
it dies,
tired.
you just
Yeah.
resummon it.
No,
Just ride it till it dies and resummon it.
That's so cruel. Is it the
It's not-
same
it's
horse?
Not animal abuse.
Does this
It's a
horse
spirit.
have a soul? Like, when it dies, is it the same one that comes back and remembers Belvin? And like,
Yeah.
I'm good. Yes.
it's the same guy. Okay.
I think it's
What's
just
the
like-
horse's name?
loyal? It's like undyingly loyal.
Do you have a name for the horse? Since you know it. Like,
yes. The horse's name is a female. The horse's name is Kayla. Named
oh,
after
cool.
named after my mother.
Oh my god, I didn't realize. Amazing.
Oh.
Cute.
Loving
So we
memory.
got a horse named Kayla, and a griffin named Donkey.
No, I never named it Donkey. I never actually named. Haven't named the Griffin yet. We're not close enough yet. It might tell me its own name. Spiritually.
Alright. All right. So you guys arrive at the arch. The
Till it dies. Holy shit, that's cruel.
Yeah.
right together. We die together. Bad griffins for life. So you guys arrive at
He
the
was
arch.
talking about the Brad's
The-
horse.
The giant boars are very standoffish and hostile towards you as you've entered into their space.
Easy.
Make me an animal handling check.
Well, I've done well so far. I'll see if I can do another one.
Can't you just sick your griffin on him? We don't want to eat him.
I don't want to. Do you want to do that though? We don't have to. We'll try this first, and then I'll do that. That's plan B.
Yes.
How hungry is my griffin at the moment? How big's a griffin? How can it just eat large animals?
Yeah, it's a horse size.
Because it fucking just tears them apart.
I guess it tears
It's
apart.
It's got massive.
Like how
I just
lions
imagine it
eat
eating it whole.
zebras.
Just eat it whole.
See you wandering. Bye.
Bye.
As your griffin's like fluttering up in the air. It's more concerned about flying.
Fluttering like a butterfly.
It's more concerned about flying and looking around the area and looking for like easier prey than for giant boars that are the size of
Yeah.
horses.
We could help. Yeah, a little ball fight. Classic World of Warcraft fight.
Just gonna hunt boars.
All right,
We wow now.
So like,
pretty much. So what are you going to do about the boars?
I guess we're just. So they're not
Well,
kind to us.
I mean, we can see this archway, right? And we obviously followed Ikram's tracks to here. Can we see if he went in there? Which
Oh look, there's a bit of
way to
weed
go?
in the archway.
Like, is this?
I left you the
still about?
thing.
The what?
Yeah, that's right above us though.
The snow thing. That doesn't last for ages, though.
Okay.
Do you just drop any weed crumbs?
Any droppings
make a
we can
survival.
find?
Make a survival check then for me.
Oh no.
Uh,
Now we're on a real
Try
map.
pick up. Try pick up his
Oh, dear.
footsteps.
Good luck,
Oh,
boys.
I was gonna say we do it collectively, guys. So it's gonna be
Yeah, everyone have a little look.
So
Sniff the ground.
That's
I
what
I have a
it
bit.
does.
I nibble. I lie on the pathway and have a bit of nibble.
Is Ikram's stench still about? 'Cause he doesn't wash
Yeah.
regularly.
He hasn't bathed for 22 years.
You see a couple of footprints just begin to go up the grassy knoll towards the arch, but the grass gets too thick, and the prints are covered by it. But in all intentions, it does look like it's heading towards the arch.
And knowing
Okay.
Ephraim, he's probably
Suspicious
already gone
arch.
through.
Can we just
He's
avoid
probably
these
already gone
balls?
through
Oh no,
that
they come
arch.
in. They come in and oh no, I don't think we can avoid them. Well, I'm going to attack it before they attack me.
Can I?
I think it's best if we rush past them.
You reckon it's
Can
possible? You...
Wait, you think the boys are going to attack you?
Yes.
Hey,
They,
Kyle.
Well, look,
they have
they're just
their
aiming
heads down,
us
their
up.
tusks forward, and one of them's also doing the thing where they go
Kyle,
like it's going to charge. Yes.
can Casimir cast Major Image? So there's just like an erupting wall of fire
Do I have a smoke bomb?
in front of these boars.
Oh. Right.
Try and,
that's
try and
a
scare
good
them
idea.
off.
So,
I mean, I could cast fear with my shield.
True.
So
cast
so
dash.
you don't have to use a
Spell slots.
spell slot.
Yeah.
Well, as he's already cast the spell.
Yeah. Sorry, that was.
There is my thing.
So what is it? It can be up to a 20-foot cube, but I'll just make like a 20-foot long by like 5-foot wide
Alright.
wall.
I'll be right back. I need a whiz.
How about we have our little gate, our little break at this time.
what did you say?
A little
Jake?
gay.
A little gate. Let's have a little gate. As the fire brings up, and these two boars are scared backwards.
And I can.
That is
I
where
can
we
keep
cut to commercial.
maneuvering it with.
It's the
Malleable-
gate break, everyone.
It's the gate break, and we will be back in just a moment, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all others in between.
Oh, just remember, everyone, we're doing this for 100% for charity. Let me just pop it up. Charity. There we go. Anything donated during a D&D stream is donated to this month's charity, which you can see this month's charity down below. Breast Cancer Research Foundation. Coffee time. Okay, let's bring in coffee time. Yes, the man. Now sit back and relax because it's time for coffee time with Robbie and Rob. Hey, little Rob, how was your day been today?
I need to go get a beer.
I know. I'll let you go. You get out of here.
I'm
Get out of
gonna
here.
get a beer.
Okay, as they off to get beer. So how is everyone doing this fine evening? Hope everyone is enjoying the show so far. As we have this little we're doing a little campaign within another campaign right now. We sort of got distracted by this little town and we couldn't help ourselves. We have to help. Orc no like story. Oh, I'm sorry there. I don't actually have a story. I should become prepared. What's a story? I'll tell you a story. Buddy,
Jesus.
my story. So, what happened was a couple weeks ago. I went rock climbing, and I was on the edge of a pretty steep area, and I took my helmet off, and I thought, "Ooh, I don't want to lose the end of the rope." So I instead of tying my helmet up, I tied my rope up first, and then all of a sudden I heard a bang, and then I looked down and I stare at this helmet bouncing a meter every time it bounced down the hill, and it kept bouncing. There's bushes, there's trees to get in the way, but it didn't stop. It bounced around the trees, around the bushes, and it kept going, and I heard it bouncing, and I couldn't see it. but I could keep hearing it bounce. And I'm like, oh, that'll be fine. So I learned what Bear Grylls did, and because it was so steep, I had to get really low and slide down the hill. And I grabbed trees to stop myself. And then after an hour of going through the bushes, I found it, and then I was fucked and I went home. And that is when I learned: do not always buckle your things to yourself, or you'll lose it down hills. And somehow they keep bouncing as an aeroplane flies over above, as you can hear right now. And that is this week's story, everyone. Oh yeah, that's all right. You're the only one that doesn't have a nice low tones when you get close to the mic.
No. All I get is like breathing sounds. Yeah, see, it's just you do it too, but it sounds so much better on yours.
Yeah, like because you don't get the deep tones when you get in your mic. You like the story? Yeah, I'll come more prepared next time. I'll try to think of something during the week. Anything notable that comes up in my life,
Mate,
I'll note it down.
You better make something that's story worthy.
Yeah.
Each week before Wednesday.
Okay.
Every weekend you have to like go out of your way to make a story.
Yeah, the thing is, like, then it'll be like pressure. If I have too good of a story, then the next week we'll be like, oh, that was a great story. Let's wait for next week. And I have to come up with like at least on par.
Yeah, see, I mean, if you set the standards too high.
But yeah, everyone check everyone's Twitter out. Let's get the Twitters out. There's everyone's Twitters. We've got the Discord as well. Discord's quite active. Discord.
Is it?
Yeah, if you can check out Drones Cast Discord, where everyone's chatting about random things, and you just go on there. You can share your pictures of cats and everything like that. So I'm just going to sub out now and let the other guys take over for the rest of the break.
Yeah.
That is coffee break. Coffee time with Robbie is now over. Wait till next week for next week's story.
Was there any coffee involved?
Was it a good story?
Alright, I wasn't here. Was there coffee and or a story? Scroll up.
Now you've got me with beer and Doritos.
How far do you want me to scroll up, Seth?
Oh, that's bloody quality, that is.
Thank you for the follow there, Bora. Let me just take a look. Seth Easy, once again, players make the DM work hard. Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
It's not our fault. Well, maybe it is.
Well, thank you, Seth. Thank you for supporting, man. I appreciate that, my friend. So, how are we all doing out there in the world? Are we enjoying the camp? Are we enjoying tonight?
How humid is it in this forest? Is it like a jungle?
Is there mosquitoes?
I fucking hate
Oh,
mosquitoes.
there's so
Oh
many.
my god. At uni, oh dude, you get destroyed.
Yeah, it's because it's a swamp there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's literally a swamp.
It's the shittest design.
Okay, let's compare real world to D&D at the moment, because currently I think Newcastle University is basically Swamp of the Dead.
Yeah, like seriously, I wouldn't be surprised if a black dragon came out of the swamp somewhere.
Nice. What was I doing?
Found us through the bearded beauties.
Yeah. I'm. Let's show off these beards. These wonderful beards of fire. Check it. Let's check out Probot. Probot, how's that beard of yours?
Say what?
How is that wonderful burning beard of yours?
It's bloody great. I want to eventually grow it long enough that I can start doing shit like a dwarves beard.
Didn't you
and braid it and shit.
I thought you trimmed it recently.
Oh, I trimmed the sides because the sides... Oh, there's the camera. The sides tend to puff out and I turn into the Wolverine sort of sideburns. You know, it looks a bit shit.
I'm not actually trying to grow a beard. I'm just being lazy and not shaving.
I have.
He's
not
lying.
been-
That's him after 2 months.
Who is
There is
Brad? Oh, Brad can grow a decent beard. It just takes a while.
He can. He can grow a decent
I
moustache.
think he's
as well.
got a couple of patches.
It just takes a long time.
Yeah. Like he can do a good Movember.
He can't do a good beard September beard. I don't know if that works.
Have to start growing the year before.
Just having a delicious brownie that my
Oh.
girlfriend cooked the other night.
Oh yeah.
How nice.
Where's mine? Express
Oh.
post me up one, mate.
I might go have some rainbow cake.
I got some
I'll
banana
Here's
bread in the
something my girlfriend prepared earlier.
fridge. She made them herself.
Yeah.
Cameron, get off my book.
Jokes, I bought them. She doesn't know that I have them.
Don't let her have him. Strahd will get.
Strahd, he's got
Get
the
the
chips.
Oh no, Strahd's at it again.
I think that's one of her proudest things in life is that she's Strahd.
She seriously is like,
Evil.
yeah. I didn't say it.
Oh, thank you for
Ah, shit, we're on stream too.
I'm gonna
Watching
tag
as
it now
well.
with a timestamp.
I'm just going to get a message at some point.
Hold on,
Evil,
we'll make a
huh?
we'll make a highlight clip and we'll just send
The
it.
fuck did you just call me?
Evil. Then you just pull out a cross and some garlic. I have no idea what's going on from that point.
Rob dies. The end.
Yeah.
Oh, second game of
You
D&D
think
ever,
garlic will
man.
stop her?
Congrats. Thank you. It's taken us probably about a year to get
Oh,
the
seriously.
setup to
We've
this
been
point,
through-
and
This is probably like the 4th iteration of our stream setup.
Yeah.
I remember the
we
night that
made
we
a few major
were up
changes.
like for 5 hours just moving
Fuck,
things.
why, dude?
It was
Hungry.
actually a long
Fun,
Put
fun.
so many hours into this stream.
No, but I
Hungry.
mean
Like,
the
outside.
last iteration of
Oh yeah.
the layout. Remember how we were up like
Yeah.
Yep.
all
and then
night.
OBS decided to delete all my scenes and had to remake them
crashed.
all.
Oh yeah. At least you
So-
had all like the content.
Yeah.
Hungry's asked a really nice question. What is everyone's favorite chromatic dragon been so far?
Oh, chromatic.
So you've met 4 chromatic dragons at this point.
So,
You mean just in this story or all
Just in
together?
this story. Hey, Laura, thanks for the host, my friend.
Ah, thank
You're a
you.
legend.
Hey viewers, amazing.
So far we've met a couple of black dragons, blue dragon, white dragon. Have we met a red or a green?
I
one?
do like the shifty one with the brother, the twins.
The twin ancient black dragons.
They're interesting,
so
aren't
the-
they?
Yeah,
the
they're
Black
pretty sick.
Dragon.
Yeah, for Ragamantha and his brother, you don't know the name.
We
of
didn't
Those-
meet. we just
V1 and
know there
V2.
is a-
Yeah,
I
do
like our pet dragon that we forgot about.
Yeah, we have a pet
Oh,
black
yeah.
dragon that we hatched and cared for and protected.
Yeah,
And
Little parent.
is now at our home, I think.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
from
who
what
knows? We'll find out. Oh, you know what I'm thinking of? Like how the Griffon and the dragon would, and then Elliot would get along.
That'll be best buddies.
The white dragon was pretty cool. It absolutely wrecked us.
Best friend.
We didn't see much of its personality, just its teeth.
Yeah.
That's because some cloud giant decided to go fight it.
Yeah.
Who did that? Yeah, every little bit helps, Laura. Thank you so much. I appreciate it so much, my man.
I think out of the dragons, the chromatics we met so far, probably black's my favorite. Because we haven't met a red or a
Black's-
green one yet, right?
We haven't met a red, no.
Have we met a green one yet? I don't think so.
Haven't met
Collect
a green.
all the colors.
When did we meet a blue dragon?
So when
Destroyed
Blue Dragon
Greenest.
was attacking Greenest.
Ah, yeah, that's right.
Robbie's met it twice.
Yeah,
Well,
that
thanks,
one's
Dawn.
gonna
Killed
get
his
ya.
mother and his father.
And then the whole town nearly.
And then
How
the
many casualties were in the
And greenest.
When it just went, yeah.
Greenest? Oh, there was a lot. There was quite a few.
Because a lot of people made it to the keep, I think.
The kids died too, didn't they? Those fucking. What was his name?
No, one
Jarrod?
of the twins died. Twin
I remember
kids.
Jarrod and some other name. I forget.
Jarrod and Harrod.
That's it. That's right. What am I thinking? It's
Kyle's naming convention.
I should have
Just change one letter.
Oh, fucking hell, what am I thinking? I should have knew. I knew that one. We've seen through his plan. He knows.
Yeah, no. We can connect all the dots now. We know who's related to who.
Brony, Noni, Tony,
Oh god.
Yeah.
Phony. All right. Back into the game. So, the wall of fire has erupted out of the ground as we track on back to our heroes at the Elven Arch. As we'll get rid of our nice, relaxing music.
Yeah. The campfire explodes into a huge wall of fire. No, there's no music.
Oh, there's not? That's strange. I can hear it.
Unless it's really
I can hear it, but it's very, very faint. Yeah, it's really faint.
That's better.
That's
Yeah,
better.
it is.
Yep.
Okay. So, Sandstorm goes running up. And he's about to part. Do you go through the arch? What are you going to do with your turn there,
Oh.
Belvin?
What happened with the wall of fire? Did they
It's there. It's erupting.
like? Are they still trying to
back-
charge through it, or they run away, or?
No, they're backing the fuck up away from it. You see him go, fire! But you don't hear him say fire. But they're scared as it's approaching them.
Yeah, I can
well,
keep
since-
pushing the wall towards them because I can use malleable illusions.
Since Belvin was one that suggests that we don't really have to fight them, Belvin's also gonna make his way towards the arch.
Because we're basically just trying to move through here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So as you all run through, these two balls basically begin to run over and charge from you. The other one wakes up from his rocky hide and makes his way over.
As they're trying to charge in, I'll shape the illusion to create like a 20 by 20 box around us of fire.
Oh, clever.
So they have to charge through the fire. Like, yeah, it'd be like walls around
Yeah.
us, not...
So yeah, the fire is just like burning out from underneath all of your feet up into a wall around it, and it stops each and every one of them as they back up away from fire as they're just like as you guys pass on through into the forest. No fire lights up as all is now well. As you
And yeah,
pass
if they're
on,
not following us, then I'll dispel the fire.
and they don't follow you once you leave their area. You all gain advantage on perception checks for the next 24 hours.
Nice.
Technically, it's the mother of MILFs.
The what?
The mother of MILFs, Tiamat.
The mother of MILFs.
Yes.
Tiamat's a cougar.
Okay, so as we continue on, you guys run through the forest. Da-da-da. Ikram,
Yeah, mate.
let me just find some nice music.
That doesn't
might be-
sound nice at all.
That might be a little bit too
A
tense.
little bit too dramatic. Just some nice calming music.
I thought you were trolling me for a second then.
Yeah, no.
Let me just find some nice music. Dun dun dun.
Nice. That's perfect for the situation.
Boss theme.
Dun, 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 dun,
I'm
dun.
like, wait a minute.
Where is it?
And now you see your favorite dragon come down. It was a test.
Shit. We should have said
Oh,
the tiniest little cute dragon.
Yeah.
Like, ah.
Yeah. My favorite dragon. Yeah.
2 ancient black dragons. Fuck.
2 ancient black dragons, Namkin. They finally get their vengeance.
Fuck those guys.
All right. So, as you come in to this area, you can see in front of you. Oh, you can see in front of you this mass of thorns and brambles that have mixed together between 2 dying crocks of trees. You see a vine stems out from this and goes directly over the other side, Ikram, where you can see it descend down into what looks like a hole in the ground. You can hear a river off over to the side between the dead trees, and you can see these headstones sticking out of the ground near what looks like to be a splayed out deep well in the sort of ring basin. And you see the same purple and brown kind of bark-skinned creature with blackened and green leaves around what looks to be a very feminine form, as it's kind of just floating there above this purple pool of water. And make a perception check as you're looking through the.
Oh yeah.
It helped a little bit.
Right. You notice around the creature's neck, and around the creature's neck is this thorned choker that cascades down the form, feminine form, down her leg, and seems to just connect to the other vines.
As in the big giant ones.
Yeah, so like
There's only one way to beat this chick.
it's very thin around her
Sounds
neck.
like poison ivy.
Very
You're
much
gonna
so.
have to- You're gonna have to seduce her.
So is
The
it
only
like
way.
Just don't kiss her.
is it like she is the source of the vines, or the vines are like absorbing power and growing from her?
Yeah, so what you see, like, it looks tight, like choking, while these vines and brambles and thorns are sticking into her skin.
Does she look? Can I see her face now, or are we still too far away and she's still a silhouette?
You can sort of see it through like these sets of like poison vines that have like wrapped across the 2 trees and have draped down. So like you'll have to crawl underneath or get them down.
Shit. Sounds sus. Just in case they decide to start moving.
Hey Ikram, have you ever had a lover? No, a serious question. 'cause I don't think
just the nature.
Yeah, he loves nature.
have you ever have you been like single your whole like? I don't know, that's the thing. There's
yeah,
no
I
like
have.
history.
Yeah.
So I was thinking it's like maybe.
And all that time I've been in the nature, just
Druid's a celibate.
loving life,
I guess you're an ass.
being one with nature.
I don't know how Asimirs work.
He's got his favorite
I'm
bush.
assuming we're just.
Well, how do Asimirs work sexually?
You'll have to find one and find out.
It's in the name.
Well, I found one.
ASMR.
Pull your pants down.
Have to see if it's a real man.
All right. Actually, no, you don't see.
I'm just gonna crawl under it, I guess. See what
Okay.
happens.
Nothing happens as you crawl underneath it.
Yeah, good. Can I go over to this chick? I just want to get close enough so I can see whether this chick looks like she's sort of struggling for her life, or whether she looks like she's causing the issue.
Yeah, absolutely. So you'll have to step over one of the vines that's descending down into what looks like to be a 20-foot drop into water, and there seems to be
Yep.
corrupted vines all around that. Then a massive tangle of these branches, vines, and everything coming together, and there sits nearly a soccer ball sized seed of just this same sort of purple.
Does it look like it's meant to be like forms into a flower or something?
Looks like it's about to
Like a
form into a
bud.
flower. Like it's like a
Yep.
bud, yeah. But instead of like blossoming out into a perfect, beautiful flower, there are these vines cascading and flowing out of it that turn into this massive knot, this bed that is created. And then the vines go stick up and spread out and then go around the Stonehenge.
Yep.
As you go over there, you see this fey being's female form. I'll just make it bigger for the stream so you can see.
She's huge.
She's got those calves though.
She does.
The
You
thighs.
see that the hair is all made of leaves, and so is around the chest. It looks like an elegant flowing dress. And the purple vines go around the neck, down around the chest, all the way down and wraps down around one leg. And you basically see that her gold-tainted eyes have these... they look bloodshot, but it's purple. And it just looks at you through the vines as it kind of echoes at the same time. Welcome.
It said what?
Welcome.
Hello.
Hello there.
What are you doing?
And he looks over towards the water.
Waiting
and
for a
goes,
mate.
It says, feeding. Feeding.
So is this is it a, sorry, do I know, is it an elf or what is it? lady.
Make a nature check. It does look like its features are very elegant. Like facial features and such.
Oh, fuck. Sorry, I had advantage on. I'm assuming either of those rolls will be all right, though.
Either of those rolls will be alright, perfectly. You realize you've heard stories about fey beings like this as dryads.
I don't know what a dryad is.
You know a dryad to be a creature of the fae, like sometimes crossed into heavily forest areas such as this, that are, let me see, they're like tree-bound powerful fae entities, like fae spirits into trees.
Okay.
They have warm laughter and they're very sort of charming in a sense, from what you remember.
Did this one read the Fey manual?
But you see,
Okay, so I'm just going to say to it, so is it you, the Fae, talking, or is that hideous defect over there the one talking?
you see it kind of float forward. Its feet not touching the ground, but the vine sort of moves and snakes across the ground. As it puts its hand between the stones, it says, "What did you say? Disgusting."
Uh-huh.
Well, that answers that question then.
Yeah.
Who do you call disgusting?
I'm going to cast. Fuck it. Call lightning on straight on the bud.
Okay.
Oh boy.
How far away are
Get
we?
this shit started.
How far away are we?
Time to die.
Ikram.
All right. So, let me just go into your character sheet again because it's doing a stupid thing it always does.
You just gotta reset the spell save stat, I think.
There we go. 16's your spell save. It doesn't have any movement whatsoever, so it fails and takes 13 lightning damage let's roll some initiative. As you just like, yeah, whatever. And
Sorry,
just-
can I also ask? Oh no, it was more that I knew exactly where the source was coming from, and I just cast it.
Yeah.
How many vines are kind of wrapping her? Like, is there a fat motherfucking vine that's kind of wrapping her, or is it one of these tiny little ones?
Fat motherfucker that goes around her waist and down her leg.
Kind of like the in Assassin's Creed real life movie when he's on the machine and there's that thing that's kind of around his waist, kind of like that.
Yes, kind of like that. Yeah,
Okay.
Haven't seen it.
but it follows down his leg, follows down her leg, and moves from there.
Okay.
Um,
So it's not something that I could just chop off.
Just think of like Doc Ock, Robbie, but like with one tentacle, basically.
Oh, fuck, that was a really bad one for
Okay.
initiative.
Is it any good? Is the real life movie?
I thought it was
Assassin's
average.
Creed one.
I've heard it's bad, but
I thought it was
That's
average.
alright. It's not
Is
like
that-
Dragon Ball, which
Oh, yeah,
It's not-
that
it's
was
not
quality.
terrible.
That was quality. It was right on point on the anime.
yeah, that Kamehameha at the end when he launched off the ground.
Stop. Can't take it anymore. No, bad memories. The only thing they did good in that movie was Piccolo, I reckon.
okay.
So-
So
Goku
that
was
was
a
a shit
horrible-
initiative roll. Could have gone better.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's get some
95% chance of
combat
going better.
happening.
How far away is the rest of the party?
2 rounds.
Oh, so you want us all
fuck.
to roll
Oh, fuck.
initiative, or
Not yet.
Good luck, my friend.
Probably gonna need it.
you still have a bonus action for his first thing?
Okay. Yeah, you still have a bonus action to do as well as your lightning strikes down.
How far is this chick from me? Like, is she? Because I can go through that, can't I?
You can go through that. Yeah, it's a tight space, so you're gonna have to, like, you're gonna lose 5 feet of movement going through it.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
You already used your action.
Yeah, that's what I'm just thinking. I might just. I'm just gonna. Oh shit, that's not my character. I'm just gonna move in a little bit closer to her, and. Nah, that might end my turn.
Okay, so you move in closer. Let's see.
Just a little bit, not heaps.
You feel that there is you feel a pulse and vibration from your bow, as if it's feeling this corruption in the area as well, as if it's screaming out against this this threat against nature, this change, screaming to be used.
Interesting.
The Dryad then moves back to the center of the pool and calls out in Druidic. Actually, no, calls out in Druidic. Protect me, the rotted one. As you see, what was once a tree off to the side kind of lurches and cracks and groans around as this large part of a tree
Oh dear.
cracks on out. It's just and stands up, and you see it's huge, nearly the nearly the size of
I
like.
sure hope my party's nearly here.
That's what happens when you go ahead.
Oh well.
What's the worst that could happen? He dies? Oh shit.
And it picks up a rock that's in front of it. You see its root. Its fingers look like its tree trunk roots, and they kind of snake down and around, lift up, and just whips over this rock towards you. As I'm going to add its initiative in first, because it got a 15, but it's slow as fuck, so it gets a -1, so 14. So that was her action to call it through. Does it have a bonus action? I'm just wondering. No, that's about it. All right, so that was her turn. So yeah. All right, so you for unnatural 20. This rock comes and cracks right into your chest. Sends you back a couple of feet as well. So you take 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yep.
And now it's your turn. The creatures move down and around to here.
Okay, I'm going to.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw as well, or a Constitution check for your
Save. Concentration
Please.
save.
concentration save. So make a Constitution save.
That one?
Let's.
Is it the same as your save?
What was the other thing I had to make?
Yeah,
It's only one check.
yeah. Constitution check. That's enough. You maintain concentration on the spell. So your thunder. Let's
Oh,
put
my
a
thunder
3 on
spell.
it. Yeah, your core lightning spell is still in effect. All right. So what are you going to do on your turn?
I'm going to pull out my bow, and I'm going to shoot. Yeah, I'm going to shoot the actual tip of it again,
Of the
plant.
plant?
Oh my god.
Jeez.
Rip in pepperoni.
Fuck. I don't have any reroll dice or anything.
All right. So yeah, as you pull the bowstring
Do I
back.
have... Yeah, keep going.
You pull the bowstring back, and the arrow just doesn't form, and you're just like, "What? Why won't you work?" You can use a bonus action to call lightning down.
I'll just have a quick read of it.
Yeah. There you go. So it's going to take an action.
It's cause an action. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to cast Guardian of Nature, one of my new spells, and I'm going to turn into a great tree. And I'm assuming there's not any difference with how I like, apart from the subtle appearances, like leaves sprouting from my hair and gaining the temporary benefits.
Real subtle.
From your antlers, they just plume into these massive leaves.
Yeah.
So you gain 10 temporary hit points. You can make Constitution an advantage, make Wisdom and Dexterity based attacks with advantage as well. Good stuff.
That would have been good if you did.
Yeah, I
that
should have
before
used
the
that
attack.
first. Do you want me to put like an aura thing around me as well, or?
For the difficult terrain.
Yeah, I'll put that in.
No, mate, I got it.
Okay, too
Damn.
easy.
I can barely tell the difference because it's so green.
It's so
Sorry, I'll make it more obvious.
There we go.
I was trying to make it look naturey and blendy, and
It looked real
I
naturey.
went too blendy.
Too naturey.
All right, that'll end my turn.
All right, so the Dryad, it's going to hold its hand out. As it does, you see these little balls of magic. 3 of them appear. And then another 3. Then these little balls of magic splay down onto the ground and then become then thorns begin to grow out as a wall of thorns is then cast. So I'm just going to 3-hand draw some brown shit
His readers are so loud on your mic, Rob.
Oh,
on your
sorry,
new
I
mic.
forgot that was-
It's like we hear every crunch now. You got the good mic. It's like SMR. Like turn up the gain.
Well, if you want another,
I just want the crowd to feel like a part of it.
No, please, Carl. No more burritos.
Sorry, guys.
It's fine. It's just like you can hear the
They're so
crunch so,
good.
well.
Dorito
It
stream.
sounds like very
Jesus.
fresh.
Okay, so it creates this 60-foot long, so it stems out from here and goes around
Where? Oh.
around the thing. So I'm just going to put that as extra large.
Thick.
It's got
And
girth.
It's 5 feet thick
Thick.
as these thorns erupt from the ground, splaying around you.
You said they're 5 foot tall or just 5 foot wide?
5 foot thick, I'm sorry, and 10 foot high.
Oh shit!
Actually, no, she's going to make it a circle around herself. So she casts Wall of Thorns to protect herself. And as you're within 5 feet, as these thorns come and spike out of the ground towards you, I need to make a dexterity saving throw at advantage because you're a guardian as a great tree. And I need to roll some D8.
Bam! All about that advantage.
What did you bam?
So yeah, you're going to succeed on the save.
Hmm?
Just
One take.
as you're going to take
12?
half damage. Yes, there was.
Oh, it didn't even pop up for me.
There was what?
It didn't pop up for me.
What didn't?
The save.
I got 18 on 4.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
Stream.
because I don't think you're on the page.
Connection to the server has been interrupted. What the fuck?
Oh, are you streaming live still?
Oh, yeah,
What's
there we go. Now it popped up.
Okay, cool. So you're going to take 12 points of piercing damage towards you.
Yep.
So cool. That's a dryad's turn
How long until these guys come in? Sorry.
after this round.
Okay, gotcha.
So, it's
So
Giant's
I'm gonna.
turn. So it's this dude's turn, then we can arrive, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna put you guys behind the big purple thing, just as reference. The large Trenet, the large corrupted Trenet, begins to walk around, heading towards you.
How tall is that thing?
Isn't it a treant?
Trenet,
Oh.
Trenet,
I'm not
Yeah.
sure. I guess it's pronunciation.
yeah. Whatever works. It's D&D. Anything can happen.
Yeah, you're
Uh,
right.
So,
quick,
Dro-
roll your
Drow-
cup. It's empty now, Luke.
Yeah.
Alright.
You gotta put the lid on though, and because it's gonna be a full dice.
I'm gonna tape it on.
That's good cup.
The-
Do you intentionally save that for today?
That's my D&D mug.
You drink it
Insane.
every day.
Yeah.
Do you but do you make sure it's ready to go and nice
I've
and
actually
clean
got
for the
12 of
Wednesdays?
All right,
Oh, okay,
so-
you have a whole set.
I don't-
all right. So
You got
The
20 of
I
them?
only got the one.
Tree
Yeah, I just have it on.
just begins to walk around. Ikram, it's your turn.
All right. I'm. This chunk of whatever that is isn't meant to be there, is it?
A little brown hanging.
The lower
Down.
brown bit? Nah.
Yeah.
No.
All
No,
right.
that's
I'm
cool.
gonna move over to here and then shoot my bow again.
You can do it, Vikram.
At advantage, I'm gonna use one of my advantage dice. Can I do that for attack? Oh wait, no, I'm rolling an
you
advantage
make
anyway.
dexterity and wisdom-based attacks with advantage
Nice.
because of your spell. All right. So,
God, definitely fucking might have needed that one.
so, where are the items? As you are facing this corruption, you gain access to to tier 4 as you invigorate the act of cleansing a corrupted being or sight.
Wait, are you talking about
Oh, his bow.
the devil bow thing?
Yes,
The
your
anti-devil
mother's
bow.
string.
Tier 4.
So you will find in your handouts right now some extra options.
Yeah, I can see the Tier 4 thing.
Do you want to bring it up, Carl? Or do you
It's
want-
right here, mate. It's right here. Just read
Oh, yeah, okay. Just zoom in on that. Thanks, mate.
No.
it. Yeah, hold on. There you go, mate. There,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
can you read that?
Yep.
No. I need you to look at the actual handout for Mother String. I've changed it.
I was reading the devil string.
Mum
God.
is the devil? Me too. Fuck, what's it in? Oh, I can't look at it. I don't think. No.
Here you go, just for the stream. Unless it's
Yeah.
Part
short.
of my reading.
Stream privilege.
All right, so you gain a +2 to attack and damage rolls made with the weapon. You still have the same conjuration effect with the
Shit.
ammunition as well. You can cast protection from evil and good. So targeted on yourself only. Can't use it to the next dawn. You have advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on sight. When you hit a fiend,
Can
it
I
takes
have a
effect-
deal? Sorry, can I have a deal fire damage as well?
Yeah,
'Cause
that's
what
cool.
it's instead of the piercing.
Yeah, that's cool.
I didn't
And-
realize that I could pick it willy nilly.
Yeah, you can do that. And you also get 3 empowered shots a day
Ooh.
out of 4 selections.
Ah, yeah, I see. Poisonous, piercing. I think I might go with the maybe the grasping arrow.
Okay, so who are you going to make it against?
Ah, against the tree thing. Oh, the bulb again.
The bowl. Oh, the purple
The
one.
bud. So yeah, I might use an empowered shot. Empowered grasping arrow shot. That's fire at the bud.
That's right, we have ads.
At the Trennet?
Yeah, this bud.
Oh, the seed. Okay, yeah, sorry.
I'm hoping that is the source of this whole thing, or otherwise I'm just fucking wasting all my time.
Okay, so make your attack roll, and now that it's fire, it's going to take an extra 2d6, so I need you to roll a 2d6. Alright, so it's going to take... So it's going to take It's going to take 10 points, not 5 points, of fire damage. Oh, wait, hold on. Because you've already hit it. Da-di-da-da. That's 15. So it's going to take 10 points. Now it's going to take 7 points. And on the start of... So at basically the end of the round, it's going to take 2d6 slashing, I'm going to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And it's
Which is
basically
the end of the round now.
And it's basically wrapped. So yeah, roll me 2 more d6. As the brambles like tighten into it and just begin to stretch and cut around it. Very nice.
It's a pretty decent
See
roll.
that the seed is becoming very confined within your brambles as it's getting tighter and tighter like a vice. And you hear the dryad scream.
Oh, sorry, ignore that.
I will. I
Don't
need
worry,
everyone
I
else
do.
to roll initiative as you guys
Yeah.
as you guys all kind of as Belvin tumbles underneath the vines, Sandstorm jumps over it, and Casimir just flutters over the top.
You suckers. Is the Griffin with
Can
us?
I just see, you know how the bow said that it was kind of itching to be used?
Yep.
Did it feel different or anything after I shot it at the tree bud?
After
Or
you
did it just
shot
become, or just that tier 4 thing?
So yeah, as you pull it back and shot, as you let the arrow loose, the flaming arrow flung out, and you just felt this calm, this relaxed state come from both the bow itself and into you. As you
Nice.
line it up, yourself included, is just, you feel your skill along with this bow. You could do anything.
Fuck yeah. I like it.
Okay, Kemen, if you could please get off my mouse, that would be appreciated. Kitty, love you, but fuck you. Oh, come on, please.
Real DMs showing who's boss.
Sick of your shit, buddy. All right, so let's see. We got everyone but Sandstorm in, so we'll get Sandstorm in the initiative.
Oh, Belvin did a bloody good roll too, mate. Welcome to the shit party.
Yeah, generally it's nice and low for Belvin for whatever
Saving
reason.
the best till last, guys.
All right,
Look
so,
at these shithead Sandstorm.
Have I seen that they're here?
yeah, after you let loose, you see that they all just kind of tumble and topple up out of here, and they just see you in this mess.
What's going on?
Oh, pretty much. Just having
Shit
a,
got real.
Just having a stroll through the woods.
I see you got my my mark.
You what?
Oh yeah, mate. What are you talking about? We just
Shit.
followed your weed trail.
Followed your smell.
Yeah, that
Yeah, you
mark.
smell pretty much. Yeah, I smelt you out, mate. That's all it was.
Turns out not having a bath for 20 years is a good thing sometimes.
Keep it up, mate. You're doing well.
Oh, thank you, Twerking for Buddha. 40 cheers. Oh, sorry about that. Legend, thank you. All right, so Sandstorm, you're up first. You see this giant, corrupted, rotting tree that's probably, well, tree trunk with legs and arms. That's probably about 20,
Jesus.
25, 24 feet tall. You see this stone
I'm just gonna yell out. I think the source of the power is from the bud.
The bulb.
Can you point it
Bud.
out?
Can you say seed
The bud.
from the seed?
The power
weed
comes from
bud.
his seed.
From the bud.
From my best bud.
Comes from the
Hey.
seed.
Luke's my bud.
My brother acquaintance.
Okay. There's the bud.
Yeah, I'll be pointing at it, obviously.
Yeah,
I
okay,
made
do
the
it.
bud bigger.
Oh, I was
Can
going to
I
say,
actually
it's
do a
growing.
nature check? Can I do a nature check and see that that's actually if I'm on the right track?
Yes, I'm going to say you can as a bonus action.
Oh shit!
We-
Oh fuck!
it's
It's not an
wisdom
advantage.
based.
Is it? Oh, is it?
Yep.
Whew.
So you can tell for a fact that it's about to pop. And you see all these vines that are stemming out of the top of the bud and at the bottom of it are kind of squirming and wriggling, and it seems to be causing the dryad that's inside the Stonehenge pain.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to how dry wood is this is Groot?
How dry is this ad?
What?
Dry
Ooh.
ad.
Ah.
Get the fuck out.
Uh,
All right, so
see that you're late to the
I
party.
apologize for nothing.
it's a little moist, but you think it's a little damp, but no more than that.
Can I Can I see weakness with fire? Like,
Yeah.
Fire against a wooden creature, you think, yeah, maybe?
there's weakness.
Super
Okay,
effective.
I'm gonna use one of my my flame rune arrows and shoot a bow right at its bloody collarbone.
The seed
All right, you aim
of
up,
the tree.
pull back. Arrow goes flying. It
I'm like,
bursts
Are
yeah,
you
out.
shooting at the tree or the seed?
I'm shooting at this guy here. He's coming at us
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The big
and
fella.
sees you all coming in. It's just like,
because he's charging at us. I'm like, I think at the moment we got to stop this guy killing us. So I'll shoot a fire. Oh yeah, I got a +1 bow now too.
yes, you do.
Boom!
Oh, nice. All right, so
I think I'm disconnecting
Let's-
or something again. Or roll 20's been short at least.
Just you know what I got.
I do.
I knew what you got from your reaction, but
All right, so
Awesome.
that's 15 points of total damage. Now it's times that by 2 because of fire for 30.
Quick math.
Yeah, because I gotta add a flame version of my new bow, so I haven't done that yet. So I just did that.
What's the extra dice?
Let
for
me
the
look
fire?
inside. It is 1d6 plus 6 for crit.
So it'll be 6
So
plus
I do another
D6
d6.
times
So
2.
Yeah, roll another d6.
Oh yeah.
So
This is going well.
22
So
extra
10,
damage.
20. All right.
Wow. What a shot.
That's a bloody shot, mate. Should
Is
have
that
shot it at the
include-
bud.
Got him.
Yeah, but this guy's like coming at us. Groot's coming.
For a total of 52 points of damage, and you see it groans in pain, like physically as well as like an audible groan. It's like at the flame that's just hit it.
I'm
Fair
going
enough, really.
I'm going to now. Go to these. How big are these bushes here?
Those bushes, not very. They're about up to knee height. But you do see that they're around the edge of the trees, around basically in and around here. There is enough underbush and thicket for you to scope in and around.
I'm gonna go over here, and I'm gonna use hide.
All right, so you curl up between a couple of the rocks, get in between a thicket, and as you just skulk on by with your bow, you just see a really nice section of a tree, and you just get your claws and you just
Gotta sharpen them up.
make a stealth check for me, please. You see from Ikram as well, like leaves are sprout from his antlers, and flowers are blooming from his clothes as well, from his armor, and underneath him, the ground is kind of like twisted and moving, like
I feel like I've got a lot of visual showing off that I can do, but it's not actually that epic.
all
Like
right.
I can grow wings, I can grow trees out of my body, I can change into shit. But everyone else still does the same, more damage than me.
At least you're cool, man.
Yeah.
And they
All right.
tracked me from my smell.
Yeah.
The dryad. So what the dryad
That's not
is
a
going
class
to
ability,
do?
though.
Could be.
Stank.
The dryad is going to cast a spell. You see, as it clutches its head, it puts its hands forward, and shooting out of the ground between Belvin and Casimir, these vines, these purple vines, stick out as the entangled spell begins to take effect. I need you all guys to make, as I get to the page, entangle. So I need you guys to make a strength saving throw as these vines all spurt up from the ground and attempt to wrap around you.
13?
Unfortunately,
Remember, you got a +3 because of my charisma.
Yes!
Saving
16.
one off.
Oh,
throw.
So as you flap your wings
Unlucky.
that's my weakest
and
save.
rise up, the vines come up, wrap around one leg, and just pull you down and just encapsulate you. Belvin, you're able to fend them off, duck to the side, and get out of the space. I'm just going to make a square for it as well. So what is that? That is a 20-foot square. I'm just going to say that's a 20-foot square.
Entangle's only on the first round, right? It doesn't keep redoing it every round?
It's concentration for a minute. So if you go into the area, you got to make a strength save or be. Let's see. While you're in the area, it's counted as difficult terrain. The creature restrained by plants can use your action to make a strength check against a spell save DC and free itself. So you're essentially restrained and can't go anywhere.
Yep.
All right. So Casimir, you are restrained.
Alright.
You're stuck there.
I'm gonna Misty Step over to you. Because it's a
Alright.
verbal only spell.
Excellent. So you turn into puff of smoke and get the hell out of the way.
Get the hell out of Dodge. And then, alright, how far down is the bud from the tree man thing?
It's about 10 feet down at an angle.
Perfect. Because I am going to cast Wall of Fire, which is a 60-foot long, 20-foot high wall.
Cool. Alright, so just gotta
See
get
if
the
I can-
fire effect back.
I'll just cast it again so it's got the description. If it wants to roll.
They're lilies.
Man, I don't know what's going on with my roll 20 tonight. I'm scared to refresh it.
Oh, well, at least your internet's still there because you're the stream. So
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
you're frozen now, Kyle.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you, but you're frozen in time and space.
Alright, let me see if this works. I'm just gonna stop my video.
Oh no, we're going to change order,
Oh,
won't
no,
we?
don't do that. No.
Alright, I think that's a good enough face. That's fine.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Serious business.
It's my serious face.
I'm just gonna reload roll 20 and hopefully it doesn't destroy everything. Oh, it's loud. Oh, no, it's not. Alright, sorry, chat. Had to be done.
Alright, let me know if you can still hear me out there on the stream. Don't see why you wouldn't. Alright. So you said it was...
Luke can hear you, then they can hear you.
60 foot. But can they hear me?
Oh, true. Look at OBS this down the bottom. Any drop frames or anything?
Oh, they can apparently
no.
hear us. Thank you.
No drop frames or anything.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so that's
Thank you. They can't even see me being
must
thankful.
just be connection to roll 20, and everything else is
Yeah.
fine, which is a good thing.
Alright, so continuing on, we'll get this happening. Your wall of fire goes up, bursting into flames. Now let's take a look at the spell.
I'll pull it a little bit back as well.
Hmm.
Just a tiny bit down, more towards us. So anything within 10 foot of the other side away from us is in the hot spot, basically.
Okay, so roll your damage, good sir.
I did. It was
13.
Oh my god,
Okay.
there's so many low rolls.
Yeah. Right. So with that,
What are you talking about?
Mouse over the rolls. Because I get to re-roll ones on fire damage because of a feat.
Oh, over your roll. I thought you meant in general tonight. It has been loaded tonight.
No,
I reckon.
I just mean in that one instance.
Well, Rob has been rolling quite low.
all right.
Two
So
ones.
the Trenet takes 26 points of damage. So doubled. The wall of thorns begin to burn, creating an arch and a fire that ascends down towards the bud. The purple vines holding it all snap and burn away and break. The bed burns away as well, and the bud lights up on fire, and just then slowly just burns, smolders, turns to ash, and then drops into the water.
Dead?
You don't look that enthusiastic about that, Kyle.
And you see
His
this
poker face
poison-
is really good.
Yeah.
You see this poisonous smoke of purplish green gas float up into the air and then disperse. As the rest of the plants, purple plants, begin to shudder and quake.
Hopefully we didn't
The
activate
Trenet-
its next form.
The Trenet takes a couple of steps back away from the fire, knowing how painful it is, and cries.
You're back.
Hey, we can see him again.
Welcome back,
Yay.
Kyle.
Yay, I'm back. Belvin, it's your turn.
Okay. I have no idea what's really going on.
Just jump in there, man. Jump in the fire. Have some fun.
It's really nice in there.
Just
Um,
attack
Remember, I
everything purple.
called out to attack to
Yeah,
Attack
X
the
marks the
mud.
spot.
So if you can,
Hey Carl, did the wall of thorns catch on
Looks
fire?
quite dodgy.
The wall horns it catch on fire, like I said, and it's burned
Maybe just
away.
attack this, attack the stuff around you.
Cool.
Yeah. So, because there's a big wall of fire there now.
Yeah, it's kind of
Would
stuff.
Belvin have seen the? So what happened to the bud?
It's currently like floating in the water below, but still on
I love
fire.
everyone's calling it a bud.
But
It's
it's like
Bud.
there,
It's Bud Light.
Yeah.
So it's still there, and poisonous gas is
Bud
seeping
Light.
out of it.
It's coming out of it.
Yeah, Bud A Light.
You've been
Okay.
through a wall of fire before, Brett Relevant.
Yeah, you've experienced what a wall of fire is
Yeah,
like before.
I don't plan on I don't plan
You know
on
it.
going close to something that's spewing out like a gas. I don't think I'm gonna be doing that. So,
Not anymore.
You have a ranged weapon now, don't you, or not?
He can
I
throw his sword.
Kyle, do I still have that circlet of scorching ray?
Yeah,
Yes.
unless you dropped it somewhere.
Hey, Calamity.
'Cause
Unless
was that something I had to attune to as well?
let's find out.
It's
I don't
not.
think I don't remember it being one, but I just
Nope.
okay. All right, well I should still have that, so I'll just use my scorching ray. It's the only range thing I've got.
Okay, so let loose. How many charges do you want to use from it? Oh wait.
It's just
don't worry
one-
about
one
that.
use,
It's
right?
just one.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was just
So
saying,
make the
what?
3 attack rolls for Scorching Ray.
Ugh, yeah,
Ugh.
that's better.
Yeah. Eh.
The first one arches as it kind of bops over to the side, and the ray extinguishes into the water, while the other 2 hit it. More gas explodes out of the other side, and you see that the dryad cries in great pain as it looks like the thorns around her neck catch on fire.
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
And then I'm gonna move towards Ikram.
All right, and Ikram, it's now your turn. You see this wall of fire emanating, creating great light around this area and burning through the thorns. Your friends have arrived.
And you said that the hello, Belvin. You said that the
Yeah, so casual about it.
The le-
This whole,
It's like epic battle. Hello, friend.
so pretty much as Belvin's kind of just like running there, shooting off these 3 things. He just like goes up side. Ikram is just like, "Hey, what's going on?"
what's up?
And Belvin's just like,
What?
"What?
How
What
can
is
I
going on
Sorry.
here? What is
So
going
what I'm
on?"
going to do is I'm going to look over at him and be like, "Oh, what's up?" And then I'm going to launch into the air into angel form.
Okay, so these glowing. So even from underneath your cloak, along his back, probably about 5 inches out from him, these little circles of light, no matter what angle you look at them, they're always a flat circle, just appear, 8 of them down his back, and from each there is a long line of gold, long curved line of golden light that extends out, becoming shorter and shorter as it goes down. And as they kind of flare up, and they kind of not flutter, but just begin moving up and down,
Like
he
this.
lifts up into the air.
Pew!
Like that. As they pew,
Pretty
as they
sure
shoot
that's
out,
copyright,
he goes-
mate.
Nah, mate.
and he lifts up into the air, flying.
All right, I'm going to fly over to the I've forgotten what species they are again.
The Dryad.
The Dryad. Yeah, I can fly over there. And as I fly over there, I'm gonna shit. I'm going to fire. So it says with my ability, I deal extra radiant damage to one target per level. Can I shoot the stem that's hanging out of her? Because she's on fire at the moment, isn't she?
Yes.
So you
I'm
wanna
going to shoot
cut
the
vine?
giant. Yeah, I'm going to try and cut it with my bow. And so let me just have a look. Where was that? Where's my bow? Is it in items?
Yep, it's in items. I think I'll rename that to player items. There you go.
Hmm. And then I'm gonna shoot it so it's feck. No, that's gonna be bad. I'm gonna shoot so the vine is like so it's 11 feet from the girl. So I don't hit her with the bursting arrow I'm about to do.
Okay.
Just measure that quickly. Just like, oh yeah.
It's about 11 foot.
I also, so like you get up to, you see it, and you just pull back and just shoot towards this section here.
Sorry, I got the mother's bow thing in the way. Sorry, what were you saying?
Into here.
Yeah, sort of about there. As I'm flying over, I literally like look down and shoot the bursting arrow at it, and then I'm going. Oh, it's an advantage anyway.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bam. Oh, yeah.
Can the vine dodge?
Yeah.
No, it can't.
Yes.
Let's see. Did you make it an advantage? Yeah, that's enough. It's
And
a
then
vine.
do I make 2d6 damage?
Yeah, so roll extra 2d6 damage, and you can feed into it that radiant damage as well.
Which is with an additional per turn of your level worth of damage. So an extra 8 damage of radiant damage as well.
Okay, so double the damage on the 9, because it's fire.
Look at Carl's face now.
Just keeps freezing.
Alright, I'm gonna have to go buy a nice.
Perfect.
I don't know.
Some nice internet.
Does she interwear light?
Yeah. We go shopping for some internet.
I have no idea what that is, but I'm happy with it. Okay, so 18 plus 5 force plus 8 radiant for 31. That is enough, definitely more than enough, to completely cut as the arrow bursts into another 2 arrows flaming from its side and just shatters and completely blows the arrow blows the vine to pieces. And you see the length that's protruding around her limb begins to like snake and shake up her leg around to her torso, get her and around to her throat, which is burning, and then falls off.
It's funny how we can only see sounds. We can't actually see you like moving.
He's just a really good ventriloquist.
And you see the vine burn and flop onto the ground from both ends as the radiant light and fire finally meets at the middle.
So you said the vines fall off. Does she?
You see that
fall unconscious, or
you see her eyes close and blink. Well, they blink a couple of times, and then you see that bloodshot effect kind of not recede but lessen as she kind of drops to the ground.
Okay. Can I land beside her?
And the wall of thorns begin to recede down into the ground.
And stay out.
I'm going to land beside her and cast Healing Hands on her as a bonus action.
Right. Is that from like your ability or
oh no, that's my from this form.
Oh, okay.
Is that from our ability?
So do I get Healing Hands and Healing Fires? Hey, it's not just.
Or they
did Healing
same.
Hands upgrade to Healing Fire?
It's upgrade to Healing Fire.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's why
I'm
you
going
get
to
a
just
bit
cast
more.
Healing Word then.
Okay. As you cast this, you see the wounds around her neck begin to close up. The fires disappear, but she's still got this purplish tinge to her. Sandstorm,
Yeah.
it's your turn, buddy.
Okay, so Ikram, I can see Ikram's taking care of that situation.
Also, the entangle disappears, right?
The entangle does disappear, correct?
Okay.
Like this situation here looks under control by my eyes, does it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Can I see that?
Yeah,
Or
you
the
can see that.
fire is in the way.
No, the fire's not in the way because it's still about 20 feet down in water. And you can see it's kind of bobbing there in the water, expelling gas.
I'm gonna
Is the gas catching alight?
No, it's not. It's not flammable gas.
I'm gonna shoot a regular arrow at it, just see what happens.
Okay. Make a attack roll.
And I'll be at advantage because I'm hidden.
You scurry up the tree to get a better vantage point and just lean over. Arrow goes flying.
Oh my god, how do I keep doing this? Come on, this is ridiculous.
Is it a
There
fire
is
arrow?
Sick,
again?
mate.
Nah, it's just a regular arrow.
Shit. But you get sneak attack and crit on that.
Oh, I do too.
Holy
Wow.
shit.
Oh my god.
Plus
Now, there is-
24.
Plus 20 on that again, do I?
Plus 24. 4 times 6.
Oh my god.
There
That
is an
like a ridiculous
explosion.
amount of damage.
There's an explosion of purplish green gas as your arrow pins this thing.
Oh, it doesn't. How do
Underneath
you do it? It's not a
You
calculator.
can do /R.
So the arrow sends this bud underneath the water, pinning it, and you see an explosion of gas as it then evaporates, and you see all the
Crazy.
vines shudder and shake. And I'm back on camera. Hey,
Hey, I'm back.
and they all begin to slink down into the water. All these vines that was connected to it as they seem to be recoiling and dying.
I'm gonna rename this bow Short Bow of Accuracy or something of Luck. Short Bow of Luck. Because this is
Epicness.
I've shot this bow twice, I think. That's it.
2
It's the
crits.
first time- 2 crits in a row. It's the first time I've ever
Just don't ever
2
use
times
it
I've
again.
shot it. Short
This
bow
bow-
renaming.
Surrounding you,
Oh,
Ikram,
whoops, that was an accident.
Ruined it.
surrounding you, Ikram, in
No, it
this,
doesn't count. Doesn't count.
Yeah, no. Surrounding you, Ikram, in this these 4 hedge stones, all of the vines and brambles are beginning to recede and slink into the ground, and just decay away. As you begin to see your friends, all of you see the vines begin to just decay and disappear.
Oh, hi, Mark. Oh, hi, Doggy.
As combat comes to a close.
Ooh. What happened to the Trent? Did he just run away?
Yeah, I hit him with a nice arrow, then Luke put a fire up, and then he's just like, well,
Goodbye, Mr. Bud.
yeah.
As
Not worth my time.
you see over the fire, so Trennet still stands there, but it's got its hand up over its face, and you see, instead of rotted wood, it begins to become more full of life. As it then moves, you see instantly growing off of its head and off of its shoulders, little twigs, leaves.
It's Groot.
I am Groot.
As it just looks at you and just goes, and speaks and looks at his hands and goes, Lady Morella. In Elvish, but with more grace than that. So it says,
Wait, we all heard it, or just,
you all
Like,
hear
those
it,
guys
but in
speaks.
Elvish.
Elvish.
yeah, true.
It says, Lady Morella.
Oh, that was beautiful.
That's nice.
You're welcome.
Now that's a burrito voice.
You know it.
A burrito voice.
You missed it.
You see the druid is still, the dryad is still laying there, practically passed out completely, and though her wounds are now healing, she's still got this tinge of purple sickness to her. That's now beginning to form to. You think her main color, like her natural color, is more brown, but now the purple's starting to. You're starting to see this green sickness underneath the purple.
Sickness.
Sickness.
Am I able to use both of my I forgot the name, healing fires to create a greater restoration to see if I can relieve her of this sickness?
Absolutely. So as your hands light up in golden radiant flame, the flame begins to kind of spread out onto her body, but doesn't burn. There's no heat. There's no light. It just, full of life, passes around her. Her eyes then flutter open. She just shakes her head. Just, what happened? Who are you?
My name is Ikram. And
Hi.
You can delete the fire.
I'll get rid of my terrain too. It's probably a little intimidating.
She goes.
You look like a tree now.
She
Yeah,
said.
true.
She actually says to you, as you say that, she goes, I like your antlers leaves.
Thank you. How are you feeling?
I don't know. I'm a bit dizzy.
You're,
Where is she? Where's the one? Where's the one they call the seer? She goes kind of in a panic and like sits away from you.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Oh, she carries an orb. She's by the village, by the pond.
Did we see anyone?
Well, we can
like
take
that?
you there, see if we can find her.
Did we see anyone like that as we passed through?
You did not. She says, "No, don't go back there. Please don't. Here, I can help you. You got to get away as quick as you can. I'm going to run away north as well.
How come?
It's dangerous. She's dangerous.
Was she the one that caused the giant flower and the roots to corrupt you?
I don't know. She offered me a single seed. That was the last thing I remember.
Well, that seed is now gone. It was corrupting you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
The trainer stumbles over and leans down.
Yes.
50 bucks, thanks.
Feels it a little bit.
Yes.
Like she's looking a
The
little
tree
shy.
comes
She's
in for a kiss.
the tree leans over. The train leans over and just goes, "Anymore. It's not safe in this area anymore. We should head back to the Star Mountains and cross." And
Sandstorm would like to
can-
apologize to Tree Man.
What was her description of the seer?
Shooting a fire arrow.
By the way,
of the who?
the seer.
The seer. She said, she didn't really describe it, but more said the one with the crystal ball.
Could you help us find
Could you
who the seer
describe
is?
Who the seer is, not the ball.
The seer, she sickly green skin, chestnut hair, like bark in color, eyes, hinge of brown, but still there was like a hint of emerald in it. Green as luscious fields.
Could you
She
help
will-
us find her?
No, you don't find her. She finds you. She sees you. That's what she does with that ball. I know of creatures like this. I've heard stories. I believe she's of old Norbones. Run away. I can help you escape. I can help you get away. But don't go back, please.
We're actually heading towards our fortified castle down in... I've forgotten the name. Daggerford. Down in Daggerford. And you can stay with us. We will protect you.
Oh,
Bikram has a room for you.
I got a queen size bed.
Oh.
A face-sized bed.
She looks at
How
you.
big is a fae? Is it just a normal?
About tree fitty.
She's about. she's about. She's medium sized. So she's like the size. She's probably about 5'6".
Okay.
So she says, "Is that near the Misty Forest, or where is that?"
Can we whip out a map?
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
really know 100%
You
where it
know
is.
that the Misty Forest is south of southeast of Riverguard, and she says to you, I can take you to the edge of the forest and get you close. Just get away from here. Come back with more.
More what?
Come back as more what?
Anyone that can fight against the ones that wear that deadly cold steel. It burns through my skin. It burns through the forests.
We didn't see anyone like that. Oh, did we? Sorry, did we see anyone like that?
Was she talking about the mercenaries?
She then says, "How could you miss them? They have a ring of blood around here." And she
Fucking
does
knew it.
this around here.
Did we see was that the mercenaries in the town?
Yeah.
That was on their breastplate.
Okay. I know the people you talk of.
So they're bad, she's saying.
Yep.
And Sia's bad. So they're probably working together.
Yeah. We will stop the seer and we'll stop those evil mercenaries.
Thank you. Quick, we must get away.
Yes.
We must. Anything. If there's anything I can do to repay you, I could. She
Yes.
falls over.
Me and Casimir behind here. It's like, get behind there.
She looks over to the Trenant and calls out, "Sir Oaken," and the tree comes over and leans down, and she holds her hand up, and she's you see the bark, or basically the trunk of this life-size, this huge tree just begin to split, and you see this aura of light begins to form. It says, "You can pass through, Sir Oaken. I know a few trees that will lead you to safety and away from here. I know of a small little encampment where there's one like him," and points towards Casimir. "It's not too far from the river of Unicorn Run."
Oh,
We kind of left something important.
do you want to come over here, Casimir? Yeah, but could you...
We need to go.
Because we kind of still need... Because I'm assuming Casimir wants to find people that are like him, so...
He does.
No, we're going. We're always
that's,
playing.
that's where we're heading before we run off after
Yeah.
the fucking vines.
Okay.
So I think we have to go back. We do have to go back and like tell
Yeah.
the gnome and go, "Oh well, we kind of did it, eh?"
We fixed the
All's good
vines.
now.
Yeah,
Give us
so
our
we're going to go
bounty.
back to the... Yeah, I'm going to say to the girl that we're going to go back to the town to get our... Oh my god, plot twist. We're going to go back
Dude,
because
no.
we've left some valuables there, but we won't be staying in that town for very long.
Fine.
Yeah.
I can take
Definitely
you
have to get our
towards.
cart.
I can take you towards the edge of the pond. And that will get you there.
I appreciate that.
I know a few trees. As you see, she then looks at you and says,
We've become best friends, I think. Yo, a few trees.
She's my kind of lady.
Yeah.
She then puts her hand up and says, "You must hurry," as she casts Tree Stride on Sir Oaken and says, "Quick, you don't have much time. Pass through now."
Just say meet us.
I don't know what that means.
Meet us near Riverguard in a fortnight, if you wish to be safe.
Here, take our card.
Did you say that to her, Kaz?
Yeah.
She says, "There's no time. Get into the tree, damn it."
Okay.
You could have just listened to what we said.
It's just
but
like
no,
a
no,
Venus flytrap. We'll just jump in willingly.
Look, Ikram gets
Yeah, I'm gonna-
close. Gets nice and close. Oh, I can control you.
As
Look at that.
Sandstorm, as a couple of seconds pass and this light appears, and she tells you to get in. You look at it. Who's going first?
It's like, I was going to go, I'm very sorry earlier. I thought you were attacking us. I'm sorry about the arrow, sir.
It puts its rooted hands up and just, "It is fine," it says in common.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
And as you jump on through, your feet land just on the water's edge of the pond. The mill is to your right. A chapel and buildings are to your left. As you return to the village of Lork, as if you just jumped out from behind a bush.
Wow, that's really cool.
That's pretty
Can we have a tree like
Ikram,
this, please?
why can't you do this, Ikram? Huh?
This is amazing.
So has everyone else gone through the thing?
Yeah, we'll all jump through. Well, I'll jump through.
Okay. I'm just going to
Guess I'm
say to her,
alone.
like, if
Alone time.
thank you, thanks for helping us. If
Yeah.
you're ever in Riverdale, feel free to
Riverdale?
drop by. Is it Riverdale?
You sent me to the wrong town.
Riverguard.
Well, that's a TV show.
Yeah, don't watch the TV show. It's terrible.
And why'd you tell her to?
She she breaks off a little bit of the leafy vine that is her hair. Well, not vine, but like the leafy twigs that is her hair, and just gives it to me and says, "Plant this. I don't know where a Riverguard is, or what it is. But if you plant this, I'll be able to see you again."
I most definitely will. Thank you. And then I
think
climb into the tree.
You better write that shit down. 'Cause I ain't writing
she
that shit down.
grabs your hands and says, "Thank you, noble guardian," and lets you go.
Start of a love story.
As you pop on through your
That's
last,
a good area for that to plant.
as you pop on through, you are last to arrive in Lork. You see that the vines are already decaying and disappearing. The insta poison, the insta purple from the why can't that delete? You know, the purplish tinge to the water is beginning to disappear. You guys, knowing your intentions, you're going to head over to the pub. Head over to the pub. After about 2 hours, this has only happened in about 2 hours. So you guys head on back. No looks up and goes, "Oh, I've prepared rooms for you upstairs. Do you want a drink before you head out?"
So the mercenaries in town. Sorry, this is out of character. The mercenaries in town. The Dryad said were bad people, right? They were hurting like the forest and stuff.
Yes.
Does this gnome have a
Well,
crystal
I instantly
ball?
don't like them.
Pardon?
Does the gnome have a crystal ball?
You look at her. No, she's got this like white tabard. It's got this golden filigree on the side. This holy symbol of Torm on her chest.
There's no reason to.
I think this is my logic, right? And we probably could have had this conversation before we actually entered the tavern. If the mercenaries are like bad, and we report that we cleaned up the vines, then they might like turn against us. And it
That's
might not
very
be
true.
safe to stay here.
I
So
agree
I think
with
we
that
should
logic.
get the cart ready to leave,
And then tell them.
and then we claim the bounty, and then we run.
Well, I don't
What
think
time-
we're ever
what time
going.
is
We're
it?
never in it for a bounty. We're in it for
No.
Oh, I was just doing it to
Yeah.
help the village.
Well,
and then let them know.
but
I
then
think we
something more happened.
let's
let them know that we always have our keep for if people someone want to join.
more bounty for Casimir then if you guys don't want to share.
Oh, if there is a bounty, obviously we'll split it. But I'm saying it's fine.
All right.
No, you're being a nice
Well,
person.
what time in the day is it?
It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah,
You
we
bastard.
can.
Yeah,
It's not,
it is.
if it was too late, we'd be
Yes.
better off. But like, it's that afternoon, which we could probably still make our way.
Awful evil bastard.
So
All right. So who's going to go to the Iron Circle Guards? You can find them anywhere around the town, basically in that city square that town square you're in.
Was it
Um,
was it them that put the bounty up, or was it like someone from the
It was
town?
them.
Okay.
yeah, it was
it was
them.
Iron Circle Guard. It was posted from.
Probably should all go then. Or maybe one person get the cart while the others are going there.
Well, Belvin has the key,
Yeah.
so
Or should we just all go with the cart to them? Do we know where we have to head from here to the tiefling camp? Like we got a map, right?
You got a map. It's quite a day. It's quite a long journey
But
down around the river.
We know which direction basically to head though.
Yeah, you know
Yep.
what direction basically had, but she told you that near the river's near this river's mouth,
Yep.
well, near the river, basically near a tree she knows. Letty Morella can tell you.
Okay.
As all right, so Belvin, you go and get the cart. You summon the horse in secret, and you bring the cart out. Meanwhile, who's doing what? Oh no. Very good. Unfortunate. Right. So Ikram, what are you doing? And you other two, what are you doing?
I'm just going to kind of follow them around because I was more involved with fixing the water rather than the town people.
Okay. All right. So
And just sort of see what they do. I don't even know about where the cart is, so
yeah, he left. He's gone.
Abandoned us.
yeah, mate. Got
your
I had
priorities.
some stuff to take care of.
You saw the grape juice and you had to go for it.
okay.
And
So
well, Belvin will also let the gnome chick know that. Thank you for letting us keep our horse and our cart in the stables. We won't be staying the night here, but keep the gold still.
oh, thank you kindly.
Thank you.
Belvin, wasn't it?
Yes.
Thank you. And she puts her hand out to you to shake your hand.
Reach down low to shake.
Kiss.
The tables have
I
turned.
don't think the same thing was happening there. They're a little bit different.
Just because Belvin's polite to people doesn't mean
Yeah,
he wants them. All right.
wasn't much of the same connection between that you two were. Rob.
Just an idea. Just a thought.
Can we just check the cart to make sure nothing has been tampered with or stolen?
You can make an investigation check.
Yeah, you should probably see that from the actual place itself, wouldn't you? If they tried to do anything
Yeah,
to
like,
that.
well, the lock hasn't
Lock.
been opened, right?
It has not. And you know for a fact that the order you left everything in is in the exact same one.
Perfect.
As
You know we're going to be paranoid about this shit until we drop it off at home, Kyle.
We know you're going to be paranoid.
Well,
about
it's
this
my
shit.
job as a greedy fuck to be paranoid.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm fine with whatever.
All right.
Shut up, tree
so,
boy.
After that,
I just ditched that shit.
After that, Sandstorm, Ikram, and Casimir find some guards. You find some guards, and they're just lazing about over here by this building, basically hanging out. They're drinking on the job still. And as you,
Alcoholics in this D&D universe, tell you what.
as you approach asking for the reward, one of them scoffs and goes, looks you, all three of you up and down. Huh. You got proof? Did you pay the traveler's tax too?
The traveler's tax, huh?
Yeah, traveler's
So we know
tax,
that
mate.
they're bad, right?
Yeah. Well, that's what the dryad said. They were like hurting
Um,
the forest.
Are we
and
inside a room right now, or are we out in public?
No, out in public. As you look around, you can probably see a squad of about 7 guards walking down the road, currently heading as if they're heading from this direction towards the square. Just on patrol while these guys hang out.
I'm gonna cast Charm Person and just be like, "What traveler's tax?"
Oh, look at Ikram bring out the big guns.
This is not the traveler's
no,
tax
no,
you're
no,
looking
no,
for.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'll be back in a second. He's gonna make a wisdom saving. The 3. So
Yeah.
just one person.
He makes a wisdom save.
Oh, it's just the guy who we're talking to about the
Yeah.
thing.
Or if you cast
Alright,
at
so
high level,
roll-
you can target additional creatures.
Oh, I didn't read that. How many people are there around us?
3.
So if you use a 3rd level, you could get all 3. But they all have to wait, do they realise if you fail?
They do once we cancel it.
Yeah.
If you do
like,
the main one,
If it
they-
affects them and then it wears
Oh,
off, they know. But if it fails,
Yes.
do they know?
If it fails, they will know as well.
Alright, so it's probably worse to cast
I
it on more
might just-
people.
Yeah, I might just do it on the one.
All right. So, yeah, he fails. He goes, yeah, you're right. You don't need. You look like you're just passing by, man. You don't. You know what? Let's just wave it this time.
Look, we're just
And then
travellers, not
Thanks, mate.
travellers.
Oh,
And then
yeah,
you
okay.
get it.
That makes sense. That makes sense, lads. Yeah, okay. Yeah, don't worry about them.
Yeah, you get us. Yeah, yeah.
Simple mistake, alright?
Yeah, simple mistake.
We won't tell your boss. We won't tell you. Yeah.
Sorry, you won't tell my boss? No, because I swear I played cards with this cat earlier this weekend. No, I have too much drink, mate.
Who's your
Uh,
boss? What was your boss's name again?
Oh well, the Lord of Lork. His name's Nazin Redthorn.
I have it on speed dial, mate. Better watch yourself.
Though Cyrax the Seer is the advisor and does the real job. She always seems to stick around. She was around before the company came in and took over from the previous rulers, man. And another one bats him on the shoulder and goes, dude, what are you doing? Why are you telling me this?
Oh, that's
Go about
cool,
your
man. Yeah,
business.
that's cool.
No,
Whereabouts are these people? Out of curiosity.
Oh, they're up at the keep. And goes, dude, shut up. You're not supposed to talk about matters like this. He goes, what? He's all right.
Like, fellas, like, obviously, the strongest people should be in charge. We all know that.
Like, we're just humble travelers. We're not gonna do anything or hurt anyone.
One of them's going to make an insight check, and he rolls a 19.
Oh shit.
Against what?
You being deceptive there, Rob?
Am I being deceptive?
Yeah. So are you being like, we won't hurt you, but you will?
No, it was me just sort of like trying to be like, we're not gonna hurt anyone
Just keep
because we're just humble
Keep it
travelers.
mellow. Like, keep
Yeah.
the conversation mellow.
You know what I mean? As in-
He sees you're trying to keep it mellow and keep everything cool, and he's just like, all right then. He goes,
Like, we're humble travelers. What are we gonna be able to do against all you guards as well as the seer?
Organized
Make 'em feel
mercenary
good.
force.
the one you charm goes, yeah, that's
Strong
right. What
man.
are you gonna do? Exactly. You're fine. So yeah, you got that proof for the reward?
The vines are gone,
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have the proof.
mate.
You have vines are gone. Sweet.
Shouldn't
Do
the
you have
vines
anything
be being
Sure.
gone be enough?
Did you find the source of the corruption at least?
Yeah. It was a giant plant,
A big purple plant.
obviously.
Do you have anything of the plant that we can give to the seer to confirm?
Nah, it all died off
Wait a minute.
and lit on fire a little bit.
Shouldn't a seer be
Now
able to
you can make
see
it
things?
Don't just like act stupid.
Shouldn't a seer be able to
Rob,
tell?
Now you can make deception. Rob, now you can make a deception check. With that line, Casimir, I need you to make an Arcana check.
Is it at normal or at advantage?
Let's say normal.
22.
Unless you want to use an advantage on it.
Nah.
Ooh,
yeah.
nice.
22. You feel as if the seer is somehow connected to maybe some sort of spell that allows her to see view the like a extra sense or sensory effect. You think it might be something equivalent to that of scrying.
Yeah. And we know the sea is responsible for the plant.
Is there any way we could potentially, see the seer and tell her what we've done?
Could we see her?
Look, you can make an appointment, but it probably won't be till maybe Tuesday. Maybe in a couple of days. So,
I looked at the guy that I charmed and I say, do you reckon you could make it any earlier? Like now?
Sure that you can pump us up the priority list. Hand him a few
I
coins.
mean, we did just fix all the water.
Can we hand him a few coins?
I need you to make a perception check there real quick, Ikram. You see across the water, Lady Morella, clutched up against a tree, staring at you, shaking her head, and you see her mouth moving, just going, no.
I can actually read.
I
can lip read as well.
You got observant. Yeah.
You see her lips move, and she's saying, "No, run, get out of there! How dare you!"
Giant cat.
Giant cats appear. She's saying, "No, run, get out!"
It's too late. The dragon.
And she says, "Not a." And the guy goes, "Not a problem. I'll take you to her."
So we've kind of dug ourselves in a bit of a hole here. Just gonna.
I'm gonna run a bit late.
Remember we got.
Yeah, should we do this, guys, or would you like to? Let me just chat with my colleagues real quick.
Yeah. You guys go to the side, make a decision. Do you want to go to the sea to see her, or do you want to get the fuck out of here? As you also see Ikram, I can get you away from here. I can make you get away. I can take you far. Just come with me. As she kind of talking over the side.
Well, I just mean like we could go in there, we could have a meeting with her and just sort of be like, "Oi, so we killed the plant," and then sort of judge her reaction off of that and to see if she's evil and shit.
We know that she set up the plant, though.
Yeah, but we might be able to. We could
We know that. Like you know that the dryad told you that.
It's not just like, oh, whoops, I gave her the wrong
If
seed.
we
I didn't
go
mean to give her
there-
the evil seed. I meant to give her the good seed.
Yeah.
No, what I mean is like
if
whether
we go
she's
there, it'll
being
be a
controlled by
fight.
someone or whether.
It's going to be a fight.
And also-
be a fight.
Yeah, pretty much.
Let's be
I'm
real here,
cool
Rob.
with that.
Let's be real here.
I mean, we've paid to stay the night. We may as well be like, "Hey, Nomi."
Nah, I've already said
So we
that
wanna-
we're not now. So.
We already paid the night. We might as well get into a fight with them.
Yeah. No, we
And
can
then
have a
stay
long
the night
rest
in the same
and then
village.
see her. Let's see her in the morning. And no, because the guy's gonna know that the charm's done by then.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Right. No, let's just.
Why don't we just get our reward?
Well,
We'll just come
Belvin
back.
doesn't have
Let's
it.
just
Belvin
get
doesn't have
out.
a say because he's not there at the moment. So
Why don't we just
The-
it's all on you
get our
guys.
reward for this?
The guy says that you charmed. He says, "Hey, don't worry. I've got some Ord's Gambit winnings I got here from the other day. Why don't you just take that as a reward? It won't be much, but still, it's about 200 gold if you want to take that instead. If that helps, speeds up the process. We can get a little bit more to you later."
What was the original bounty?
I think it was 1,500.
Yeah.
This guy's fucking
So
scamming
have you not
us.
got it now? Have you?
No, of course not. That's matters to be taken up with at the keep.
It's your
But,
call,
you know,
guys.
Take this as an advance. And he hands over a sack of 200 gold. And he's like, his friends are just like, "Fuck are you doing?"
All right.
I love this guy.
You take that gold, Ikram.
Should we just leave?
Yeah. Do you guys just want to
Alright.
leave then?
Well, when
Thanks. We'll come back and see the seer soon.
Yeah.
Okay, no worries. See you later.
Bye, mate.
Send
So
out
you guys
payment
walk
to,
away.
the gnome.
To Gnome, no worries. I'll send it to Nomi. I'll make note of that. Thank you. As you guys leave, you get on the cart and begin to head out of town. You meet up with Belvin at the very skirts of town by the.
Before
by
we
the
left,
river.
I wanted to make sure we tell Nomi. Is it Nomi?
Yeah, Noni.
Noni.
Yeah.
I
Just
thought it was
let her,
Nomi.
let her know about our keep and our cause and all that. So
Okay. Make
just
a.
like let us Yeah, it's sort of a bit of advertising and sort of like, yeah, welcome anytime.
If you want a job.
Make a persuasion check.
Sick of
Just real
being,
quick.
Persuasion.
sick of being trodden down by these mercenary fucks. Come to Riverguard.
Oh my
Riverdale.
god. I'm gonna go advantage.
Yeah, okay.
Use my advantage dice.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for that BM curfew.
Bad mana
Legend.
curfew.
Oh come on.
She looks at you and goes, "You know what? I could do some fresh sea air. I'll consider it. Yeah, thank you."
Okay, consider it good.
Alright. As you leave and get a little bit out of town, Lady Morella peeks out from behind a tree. Yes.
Just before we leave,
She's stressing me out.
can I say to the gnome, we're expecting bounty payment from the mercenaries. I told them to give it to you. If you bring it to us in Riverguard, I'll give you a fair cut.
Oh, I can. Thank you. You travelers, you're just so nice. Thank you. You're wonderful.
See, guys, instead of getting none of the bounty, then we get some of it.
Very good. And we also get friendship.
Okay. So as you guys head around this bend, you see her there, and she's you see off into the copse of the tree, Sir Oaken. And she goes, I can save you the travel. I can tree stride you all once more.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I thought you didn't know where Riverguard was.
Can they cut? No, we're going to go
Not
to
to
the
Riverguard.
tiefling place.
Not to Riverguard, but to the edge of the.
What about, can the
west
cart go
edge of the
through?
forest. Yes, the Sir Oaken's large enough that the cart will head through if you're all on it.
he's a thick tree.
Yeah.
He should be our bodyguard. Oh, yeah.
He can be at the main gate.
Yeah, it'd be amazing.
You should
What?
ask
So
him.
him and your
And the
ogre
broker.
mate
Yeah.
Yeah, we
His
just
name?
have a whole-
Regis.
on either side.
Regis.
We've got the ultimate team of bodyguards then.
It's two
Alright,
massive dudes.
The Griffon is nearby as well, so the Griffon lands and goes lands with you, and the fake and Lady Morella is a little startled, but she's like, leans in and pets it, and goes, "It's a great beast. If you want to pass through now, I can do that, and I'll see you off."
Thank you.
Thank you.
She waves her hands, and Sir Oaken splits again. And the horse goes through, Belbin goes through, Casimir goes through, Sandstorm goes through, the Griffon goes through, and
And the cart?
the cart goes through as well with the horse. And she kind of floats up off the ground with the help of a vine underneath her, and just gives a little on the side of Ikram's cheek, and then kind of like shrinks away and just goes, "Good luck." And
And
heads
Casimir's
through.
like,
Bye.
it's like, bye, mummy.
Casimir's got a big smirk. Just like,
Turn around, I'm like tomato red. I'm just like,
Thank
thank
Just
you.
like-
And I
just like in
go
real
through the
life.
thing.
you ginger fuck.
Holy shit.
Oh, wow. You really turned that around, didn't you?
It's in my
And Roger's trying to
nature.
smile. He is evil. In real life too.
As you guys appear on... As you guys appear on a hillside, coming out of this massive side of the tree, you see that towards your right, the trees lap up to the north for ages and ages and ages. To your left, the trees wrap around and begin to head east. One thing you do see from this wonderful vantage point, Cat, stop licking me.
This is a PG stream.
This is a PG stream.
What are we actually listed as?
I
Would
have
be a
no
mature
idea.
stream, surely.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
we
we
checked the box.
Pretty sure Australians are mature stream by default.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure the box is ticked, isn't it, Carl?
I think so. As you come out of the tree, you're on this large hillside that views down to this lovely valley with this long flowing river streaming down along it. You can see down and over the hills over to your left, just near the snake end of the river, you can see there is a column of smoke billowing up into the air as you guys stand on the edge of this massive forest as the tree behind you begins to close and you see Lady Morella waving her hand. As the tree closes and the light disappears, that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo!
Wow, that ran late. I'm so sorry. Holy shit.
That was good though. It was good.
That was real good. Thank you so
Save
much,
the
everyone.
town.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys did save the town. You guys did. You're good.
That was,
Like
that was pretty quick too.
For now.
that was a nice little side quest, wasn't it?
I love the side quest. It changes up a bit.
Yeah. And
It was good because it didn't go for like 3 episodes.
Yeah, and then
Didn't
it
drag it out accidentally for
Love-
12 years.
Yeah.
Where you
Thank
guys
for
go?
coming,
to be honest,
Christmas.
it's good that Ikram actually got some showtime.
I really enjoyed Ikram like getting
Yeah.
more about his own story and stuff. That was good.
my dad.
Oh, what a grandson.
Just because I feel like Ikram's missed out on a bit,
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Rob
Because when
literally
Rob's
has
not here,
missed
it's
out. Yeah.
so it's good.
At least he's got stable
No.
internet now.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
I was the
noticed
only one who
that,
didn't have
actually.
technical issues.
Yeah.
I actually noticed that.
Wait, have we got a door?
Alright.
Oh, I thought there was a door you were dragging with the car.
Oh, it's a card. All right, so I'm just going to make this really easy for everyone. We're Casimir, so that
I'll
tiefling
just
camp
flick
is
it back.
down here.
Thanks for the follow, Hank Horror.
Oh, Hank, you legend! Thank you. Where Casimir is located, situated right now. I know he's hard to see because I made him smaller, so you might want to zoom in.
It's alright, I can enhance the image.
Enhance.
This isn't the Bond identity, mate.
Enhance that image.
So where you are now, where Casimir is now, is currently where the group is at, and Lork is actually quite further back, not there.
That was this one, right?
Yeah.
So that's where we got to end up to meet that guy halfway, or
So the plan was to meet at like this spot.
Yeah, at Secomba. Yeah.
oh, we can still go down that way.
Because we got the people coming up river with the boat to meet us halfway.
Yeah.
That is correct.
Oh, that's all right then. What's at that little tower, little area that you were just pinging before?
That was the town we were just at.
Ah, gotcha.
Lork.
So, yeah. As you guys have cut quite a bit of travel time now off, about a quarter or so.
That worked out well then.
Yep. Called planning. It's called opportunity. It's called breadcrumbs.
Oh, you moved the camp, didn't you?
Yeah. No, that's cool.
Because I had the camp circled.
So you're like, we're doing something to slow us down, but then it ends up making us quicker in a way.
Exactly.
I like that. Very nice.
Mm.
It was too tempting not to go along with this, so it's good.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
good.
I was heaps into it.
Whoops.
I'm glad you guys enjoyed this little adventure. And
Yeah, it was cool.
I like the little ones that are like, yeah, half an episode or whatever, or an episode.
Yeah, because you sort of like get the satisfaction of a whole little mini storyline.
Yeah.
combat didn't go for long, but it was still an interesting combat.
It was a good chance to explore
Oh, yeah, I
your
got
character
couple
a
of
bit more as
photos,
well.
pretty good.
Yeah, it was a good, like, it really gave us a bit more of an idea of Ikram and how he is. I like
Yeah,
that. Especially going off by yourself, dude, that was wonderful.
that was cool.
It's Ikram. You went off for 4 years into a fucking
Yeah,
woods.
that's what you do best. That's like you're in your
Go
element.
off by himself.
That's
All right,
going to be how
everyone.
I die.
Yep.
We are dragons and cats,
Yeah, quite
and
nice.
I am not in the mind space to remember how to do raids at the moment because of all this. So
That's fine.
currently,
Shout
You
out
don't
to
have to do
Carl.
a raid.
Let's give someone a host.
Shout out
Do
to
you want to
Carl.
give your outro?
Oh, thank you, and shout out for
As
everyone who
always,
tuned in.
our amazing DM.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
DM is the best
stop.
that ever was.
Let me send you over to a friend.
Are we doing a
Cerulean
raid,
Sin.
are we?
Yeah, we're gonna do a raid for Cerulean Sin. All right, copy and paste from /me all the way down. How do I initiate the raid again? I'm gonna ask you this.
/raid space cerulean sin.
All right,
Uh,
along with the
Figures.
/me.
Cerulean City, isn't that a Pokemon town?
Cerulean City.
Yeah,
Mate, did you
All
even
right,
Pokemon?
Yes, yes, it was.
that's why I said it was. Mate.
But do you know which one it was?
Fuck.
No worries. Relos.
No, I don't actually. Wait, wasn't
You can catch us on Twitter and
Isn't that-
Discord as well, guys.
the Misty Gym? Is it
Check
Cerulean
us
City?
out on Twitters. And then Discord, we're always chatting about stuff. Send your pictures of your cats, all
Random
everything.
shit.
You want everything. Random stuff.
Random
Talk
stuff.
about the
If you have any like thoughts or improvements for the stream, hit us up on Discord. I would really enjoy
Just come
it.
and chat about anything you want.
Yeah, and until next time, we will be here next week, Australian Eastern Standard Time, because this weekend, Australian Daylight Saving Times ends. So 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. So for all of you overseas in the States, you might be able to catch us a little bit later for morning coffee and still enjoy most of the stream. All right. Good night, everyone. Keep rolling 20s. Let's go raid.
Yay.
Goodbye.
I have not.
Goodbye.
It did not recognize.